Good morning, everybody. Rodney here. I'm still doing some housekeeping. Brad, I'll be right with you. It's good to see everybody in the chats. Jack Rabbit FPV, Brad Alston, Metro Drones, Bill, good morning. Teach, good morning. AZ Drone Dude, good morning. John, Mr. JRC, good morning. And let's bring in Brad. Good morning, Brad. How you doing, buddy?
Good morning, y'all. Yep, doing great. Just missing everybody from Spin Up.
Yeah, I know that feeling, but brother, I do.
It was a week ago today. We were all getting ready to do the event. It was nice.
Sometimes it makes you wish it lasted longer than just 2 days.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah, it was bittersweet coming home. You know, I missed my wife, of course, and a lot of driving, but it was a great event. Just the social side of it. You know, everybody's been talking about it all week, and I talk about it every year. It's just meeting and greeting and seeing everybody. I didn't even fly my drones during any of the event.
You know, the only time I flew my drone was Saturday morning. When we did, Dennis and I did the Saturday morning sunrise, and then on Sunday when Dennis and I went downtown, and we flew down there.
Let me see. Somebody said I look blurry. Let me see if I can.
You do kind of look blurry.
That's probably worse. Hold on. I'm going to set my camera to 720. This camera I have is Logitech webcam. My laptop webcam doesn't work. It never has. So I never got that fixed. So I'm using an external USB Logitech, and it has its moments. So right now, sorry, it's probably still a little blurry. That's about as good as it gets for me. Sorry.
Let me say hello to a few people here. Bent Rail Productions, good morning. Jack Rabbit FPV, good morning. Metro Drones, good morning. iFix Shet, good morning. That's I know who that is. Technique FPV, good morning. Mr. Crowley, good morning. Hot Rod in Daytona, go Space Force.
Yes.
The View Chaser, Danny, good morning. Who else is in here? Oh my goodness.
You already got 10 watching. Hey folks, hit that thumbs up.
AZ Drone Dude, good morning. Got a crowd already. Dennis Lovelady will hopefully be popping in shortly.
I see Dan's in the house. I fix shit. Sorry, didn't mean to cuss on the show.
That's why I said shit. I fix shit.
Sorry, demonetized.
Well, I'm not monetized anyway, so it doesn't matter, huh? Dan,
good to see everybody.
So you know, I was looking back over my sunrise stream this morning. I had three dislikes.
Oh, I should have wore my recovery drone hat. I got one of those while I was at.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Dre sent me this about 3 weeks before Spin Up, and this was one of the hats I meant to bring with me.
I need to get hooked up with him so I can make him a couple of coasters. I love that logo of his.
That's a nice logo.
It is. It is. I like the two colors, and it works great. Nice graphics.
Uncle Bill is driving to work. You be safe,
Justin.
Mr.
Justin,
Bill.
good morning. Drones 863. I don't know if you said good morning to him. Yeah.
Who?
Justin, Drones 863.
Oh no! Good morning, Drone. Justin. I remember his name and then I can't say it. That's terrible. Harley FPV. Good morning, Greg.
Hey, Greg. Good morning. Good seeing you last weekend, man. I tell you what, he was flying it up last weekend all over the place. Everywhere I saw him, he was flying.
Who, Greg?
Yeah, Greg was.
Yeah. Chris Hope and I came up on him over there at the hotel where everybody was staying at, not where we stayed at, but over by this venue.
Mm-hmm.
And he was out there and flying, and Chris goes, I know that guy. We got out and talked to him.
Hey,
he was flying the Evo 2, that big orange bird.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the Evo 2? Mars FPV, good morning.
Yep, he's saying good morning and bye. all at the same time. Have a good day, Marks.
He left the
Mars.
link. He posted a link. Mars did.
Mm-hmm.
Into the.
I clicked on one of his links in Dennis's stream. Kind of funny stuff there.
Yeah. I had to click on that one too, and
thanks for sharing. That was interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. I see Mars in a whole different light now.
I do too.
Good morning, Michael Blade. How are you today?
Hey, Michael Blade. Good morning,
Mr. Crowley. Hello, Sean.
So I got
what
my
are you
big
doing
mug.
in California?
Who is?
On Mr. Crowley and his drone says he's in California.
Oh. Okay, he's traveling a lot. Looks like
has he been traveling?
East Coast Sunday, Monday after what is Armaton drops me off at the X Games remake 2021. Oh, that sounds interesting. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
I have to look that up actually.
So look what I got.
Did you get your new toy in yet?
Not yet. I'm still waiting for that one. But I did get something to. Uh-oh. Seems I'm missing a lever somewhere.
Uh-oh.
Or maybe it's just a replacement. Anyway.
Oh, you got a controller.
Yeah.
I was just calling that out in Dennis's stream. I got to find me one of those or buy one just so I can start practicing on the sim and even have for my own FPV drone one day. That's not going to be coming anytime soon, but I was talking Jackrabbit. I think FPV was talking to me in Dennis's stream, and I forgot who else was talking to. We were talking about it, but they're saying for me not to do a sim. They're saying jump right into it, but I don't know.
I've had people tell me both ways.
Yep.
To tell you the truth. I tried doing the sim, and I still try it every now and then, but I couldn't wait. I decided to go ahead and jump in, and I don't know if you saw my video from Thursday.
Yep, I did.
I spent all day out at the church. I spent more time chasing my drone than I did flying it.
That's when you need
like the last 4 batteries, I started doing really good.
That's when you need grandkids or some kids out there that you can pay them a buck or two to run for you.
Night Train. Good morning, Michael.
Mike, good to see you again.
Hi to him or not.
Yeah,
but
good to see you.
The only thing I'm disappointed about with this thing is it didn't come with batteries. So now I have to go out and buy batteries today.
What are they? Double A, triple A, or something special?
No. When I do a search on it, it says 16800.
No, 18650. 18650.
18650. Yeah.
Yep. Rechargeables. Yep. That's what a lot of things use these days.
So.
Yeah, there's a couple of things about that. You want to make sure whatever they recommend as far as milliamp hours, get that one, because, and then be careful if you're going to buy on Amazon or somewhere, because there's some false claims out there on some of the milliamp hours, and when you get them, they don't perform like they're supposed to.
Yeah,
and some Night Train might be able to tell us, or some of the other folks in chat.
He's saying vape batteries. That's what Drone Bum told me. He told me this 16850, and he said any vape shop should have it. So
yeah,
there's a couple of vape shops here, so near where I live. So
there's a lot of things. A lot of devices use those 18650s now.
Thank you, Mason.
I have a couple of rechargeable flashlights that have them in it, and starting to accumulate those 18650s around the house. Now, the ones that come with them are really cheap, and they don't last very long. But, for that controller, I'm sure it doesn't draw a lot of juice, milliamps, but, you want to get a good battery, I'm sure. Hey, I want to self-promote for a moment.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, TJ.
TJ,
Hey, how y'all doing?
I want to thank whoever made the coasters for Spin Up because I got one.
Like I had the biggest brain fart ever. Like I totally forgot that you had sent me you had sent me the link, Rodney. I was like sitting there like, is he gonna put the link in? Is he gonna put the link in the chats? And I was like, wake up, TJ, just sent you the link on Messenger.
Good morning, Tej.
Yeah.
Hey, so
I'm
TJ, is it T? Is it?
I'm gonna get my earbuds because I could bear. Yeah. I'll be back.
Yep.
Dan says it doesn't take the full size 18650s, but takes the half size.
Oh, I didn't know there was two different ones. That shows what I know.
Push Broom, good morning.
I didn't know they had two different size 18650s. Huh. All right. Can you hear us now, TJ? No, he's still working on it. We can't hear you though. We can't hear you. Mm-hmm.
No.
Technical difficulties, folks. Hold on. Show's on pause. We'll get there. Hey, so yeah, I brought back a bunch of goodies from Spin Up. That was pretty cool. I ended up I've never been able to win some of Artco Drone Solutions toffee. Yeah. Oh, that's
one of those.
Yeah, that's awesome, Rodney. Where'd you get that?
That's Spin Up. I got a couple of these.
I got my almond toffee finally from Art. Oh yeah. That's another nice looking sticker. I like that yellow rose sticker.
That big one looks pretty sharp.
Oh, wow. Massive. I got to get with him and make him some coasters too. Oh, TJ popped out on us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've seen that one a number of times.
Yeah. Got this one too.
Oh, I didn't see. Oh, yeah, I did see that one. Who is that? 2 Minutes of Hope. Chris Hope. Yep.
That's Chris Hope's.
Yep. I got one of those. I got a whole pack of stickers as well.
Yeah,
I got one from Sean Oz as well.
Did you get one of these from Ten Toes?
I did. I got that right here. That's awesome. Yep. Ten Toes did a really good job with that. He 3D printed it and then he used a Sharpie to make it, black outline. So he did a really good job with that. I like this. He created that. I got a whole pack of stickers.
I got one of these.
Yep, I got one of those.
I got one of those coasters too.
Yeah.
Hey.
All right. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you now. Can you hear us?
Okay. Yeah, I could hear you guys.
About time, you slacker.
I know. I'm still waiting for my stickers from Mikey. I still haven't received them yet. Like I had sent him my address, and I still haven't gotten my Fly Zone Drone stickers yet.
Yeah.
So, did you ever get that shirt?
No, I never got the shirt and the hat either.
I'll check into that. I know when I ordered it, she was there was some illness in the family, so she said she wouldn't be able to get to it right away. But I'll check with her and see if she's able to do it yet.
I was also able to snag one of these.
Will do, Dan. What is that?
That is a mouse pad.
Oh, that's
I
awesome.
didn't even see those.
I know they didn't. He only sent a couple of them. He sent a couple of them, but Dre, that's Dre, right? Dre, yeah. And I thought that somebody said, "Help yourself." At the table, the girl that was running it, unbeknownst to me, dummy me, when I looked at it when I got home, there's two of them in here.
Oh, really?
There's two mouse pads in here. They were sealed
then
up.
You can give me one.
I will. Yep.
That's awesome.
I got two of them. So yeah, I apologize for anybody that was at Spin Up that didn't get one that wanted one. Brett.
Yeah,
Rodney.
I really wish I was able to come. I really wanted to. I'm looking forward to it, but just the expenses and money.
Didn't work out.
Yeah, but
we'll get you. You get there next year.
Yeah, but the South Florida drone meetup, I guess it isn't really too far away, so that's something to look forward to.
Oh yeah, that's
No,
But
coming up
you
fast.
like,
just got to be a little patient there, Grasshopper.
yeah, like like I said in the chat in one of those streams, like I wish it was gonna be here sooner than later, but I understand patience is a virtue, but sometimes I'm just like, God, I wish it was here like right now.
Hey, hold. I'll be right back, Rod.
All righty. So, what you got planned for today, there, Mister TJ?
Well, wifey's still sleeping. Hopefully she'll get up soon. She likes to sleep late on Saturdays. I tried to sleep late, but I got up at I don't know, like 5:30 this morning, and like I don't know, like my back was bothering me, and my hands kept falling asleep, and
Hey, I want to say hello to Mike Kinney and Chris Jackson and TJ. I think we lost you, brother. I think you muted yourself. There you go.
all right, can you hear me now?
Yeah. I think you accidentally
You can hear me
muted
now? Okay.
yourself.
Yeah,
As
probably.
opposed
Like my
as opposed to me
uh
muting you. I like to do that from time to time.
oh,
I don't know if you got it or not.
you did that on
I did do that on purpose. Yeah.
Shame.
Oh my.
I'm just gonna give you a poke right in the head.
Well, you just poked Brad.
Hey, so
Well, no, I
so
was trying to
Why
cross
did you
for
poke
Brad
Brad?
to get. No, I was trying to
we
cross over to Brad to get to you.
hey so just a reason I had to step away. The mail, we have a narrow driveway paved down to our house, and the male people. This person was a male man. They come down the driveway, head in, and then when they get here, they decide to turn around, and there's no room to turn around even for one of those little mail trucks. So they do like a 10-point turnaround, but they end up dropping off in my yard, and then they mess the grass up and they sink into the dirt. And I didn't catch him in time, so he's done messed up part of my yard. It's not crazy, but I mean they shouldn't be doing that. They pull right into the grass. Really kind of pisses me off.
Mm.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean, can't they
they're
just?
not supposed. My wife drives one of those, and they're not supposed to back up.
Yeah, well,
That's the stupidest rule I've ever heard of.
yeah.
But
Of course,
like when somebody has a narrow driveway like yourself, Brad, like can't like when they pull in, how are they supposed to back out? Like can't they just pull straight back out, or do they
Yeah, they
literally have
should be
to?
able to. Most of the time, even though what you said, Rodney, might be true, they still back out all the time. But
oh,
every once in a while,
I'm sure my wife, she backs up. But hey, let me acknowledge a few people. Ray Kelly, good morning. Chris,
Chris,
Sunrise Water Media, good morning. Blind Neil, good morning.
Chris said, "Get off Brad's lawn." That's what I was about. I whistled at him when he was driving out of the driveway. I tried to get him to stop. Get off my daggone lawn. I didn't want to say the cuss word. Oh well, I'll get over it. Good morning. Good morning, everybody in the chat.
The grass will eventually grow back.
So
Yeah.
I'm gonna post the link to the stream in here. If anybody in the chat would like to come in, you're more than welcome to. It's only going to be up for about 30 seconds.
Where's the
Hey, we got Mr. Ray Kelly in. I don't know if you said hi to him.
Yeah, I did. Ray Kelly and Sunrise Water Media and Blind Neil.
Yep. Good morning,
and there was Broomstick or Push Broom.
Hey, did you guys see this thing that I got?
Oh no, what is that, T?
It's a little quadcopter drone. I had got it was one of the gift selections from Walgreens. Like you get a gift for being there like for a certain time, certain length of time. So I've been there for 15, 16 years.
Wow.
So they sent me this, and I just went to the website, and there was like all these gift selections. There was, electronics, kitchen appliances, and I just had like I was gonna get my wife wanted me to get a panini maker, but I didn't want any. Like, I try to keep as much, or try not to keep a lot of clutter on the counters. So like I didn't want to take up any space on the counters. Oh, look at the little kitty.
That's Hazel.
But yeah, Hazel, yeah. Well, ours is running around here somewhere.
She wants to get up
But
in the
yeah,
little cat tree.
All right, Michael,
Yeah,
I'll go look for him here shortly.
So TJ, I want to ask one thing real quick though. Do you got TEEJ? Is it TJ or is it Tej?
No, just Tej. Like,
Okay,
Tej,
okay.
yeah.
I've always wondered that, and I heard people say both things. So Tej. So
Yeah, like a lot
Well,
of people.
if
Some
you
people
look
call me Tej,
if
somebody.
you look on Facebook, Brad, he has TJ Alexander,
right.
Yeah,
but
then like
for
on
short,
here,
people just call him Tej.
Okay, that's a cool
Yeah.
nickname. Yep, that's cool. Hey, so
Yeah.
I want to bounce off of what you said, Tej, about the drone and you picking a gift. I've had about 3 or 4 people hit me up in the last couple of weeks asking me my opinion on these drones that they can choose as a gift for their service with the companies that they work for. So apparently they're putting more and more, they're toy drones. I haven't heard of anybody seeing it other than one that works where I work. I work at Capital One Bank, and a buddy of mine indirectly on my team, he sent me a message while I was at Spin Up, and I didn't get back to him until yesterday, day before. They actually have in our catalog for a certain amount of points and years of service. He's been with the company, I think 6 years, 7 years, but they offered him a DJI Mini 2, which I was
Oh, wow.
surprised. Yeah, Mini 2. So he asked me what I thought of the drone, and I said, yeah, by all means, get that drone. He has some other toy drones, but I told him all the specs on it, and how the sensors. It just has the downward sensors for landing and stuff like that. He's got to be
Yeah,
careful when he's flying it.
and I believe what's his name's
There's a lot of what's his names.
yeah, there are
Hey, I want
Hey,
to say
Chris.
good morning while Tej is trying to think of what he wants to say. I want to say good morning to Chris Hope.
Chris Hope,
and,
Brother Hope in the
to
house.
Push Broom. You have a good day. Thanks for being in the chats and watching. Appreciate it.
It was Doc Murdoch's granddaughter that got a Mini 2.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
That's a nice starter beginner drone.
Is that who it was at Spin Up when you guys were at Spin Up? It was Doc Murdoch's granddaughter that got a Mini 2.
Maybe I don't know that story. I mean, he was there. Chris was there. Chris Haley.
Yeah.
So hey, Mike Kenny's in the chat. I don't know if anybody saw him
Mike.
earlier, but Mike's in the chat. Good to see you, Bill. Metro Drones. Good to see you again.
But when I was watching Fly Zone Drones last night, I think that's what Matt was saying, that Doc Murdoch's granddaughter got a Mini 2, I believe.
Yeah, that's a nice drone. Definitely,
that's
is.
a nice cut.
Yeah.
I know.
I actually, yeah.
Sorry, Rodney. Yours is in the shelf in the back somewhere. Not that I put it in the.
I'm being serious. That's a nice cup.
Yeah, that's Bill's and Sandy's cup.
I wonder what I got to do to get him to send me one of those.
Oh,
he goes for the expensive stuff.
It's a nice cup, Bill. I think Bill every day I use this, and I use yours too, Rodney.
I know you do.
Well,
have I said hi to Justin Jones?
Yeah,
863? I think so. I don't remember, but anyway, in case I did, hello, Justin. Good to see you. Got your name right. Just wanted to make sure you knew that.
I have a silver Yeti cup, and I put I got Johnny's sticker on there. I've got who else's stickers do I have on there? Oh, I think I put my Spin Up sticker on there, and a couple other ones just to like deck out my cup and drone stickers.
That's cool.
But yeah, yesterday when I came home from work, I made a YouTube video of well, I went to fly my Mini 2 out my bedroom window and I recorded it. But like the first video, I flew out the window. I took the screen off and I flew out the window. And then I went to go take a picture, but then I stopped recording and then I deleted it because I didn't like it. And then the second one I did, like it didn't record it fully going out the window. It went out, it started going out, and then it jumped. My video jumped from going from inside to outside, which was strange. So I don't know. I might need to put a new SD card in there or something. So I'm gonna give it a shot.
It's a cool special effect, even if you didn't want it.
Yeah, yeah.
Did I? Oh, there it is. Okay. I wanted to remove the link to the live stream before.
Hey, so
Yeah,
Rodney,
and
I haven't. Go ahead, Teach.
And then I came back and came down and flew it back inside. So
Cool.
I don't know. I'm gonna give it a shot today and do a full on recording.
Does it hover pretty good, Teach?
Yeah. I mean, it does, but like I'll put it up and then just randomly it'll just come down on its own. I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that.
Well, it's not a DJI product. That's why.
Yeah. Well, it says DJI in there, but it maybe could be a knockoff. I don't know.
Yeah. Who knows? Rodney, I've got pictures that I can, kind of quickly scroll through from last weekend if you want me to share.
If you want to share them, go right ahead.
Let me see. I don't want to I mean, there's like 100 and some in this folder, but I'll share a few of them. Let me see. Share screen. Let me see which one I got going on here. Window.
Ray Kelly's putting his pants on so he can join.
So let me.
Good morning, Mike Henrik.
Let me see if.
I'm not sure that I'm saying that right. HRENAK.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm sharing the wrong screen, Rodney. Hold on. Don't do that yet.
Don't show us your X-rated picture.
All right, let me do this.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Sorry.
Oh, Johnny.
Good morning,
Johnny in the house.
What's up? Good morning. Good morning,
Good morning,
everybody.
Johnny. Hey, so just a couple of quick, and of course, there's a bunch of pictures in. This is when Al Duran and I arrived at Dennis's house last week on Wednesday night, and he was fixing us steaks. And I still can't remember the name of that device he used, but you put the steaks in bags and water.
Sauvé.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
That thing is awesome. It did a great job with the steaks, and I'll show you. Let me scroll through the next picture or two. There, that's what it looks like with the bags in there. Here's when we're sitting down for dinner. Got our wine glasses, some salads, and steaks ready to go. We went outside after that, and Al flew his FPV around, and I think at some point Dennis brought out his 360 camera, I think, and he did a little bit of photo capturing there. And then this was Johnny. This is your house.
Oh, that looks.
We had this.
That looks good.
I don't have many pictures.
Rib?
He did some ribs.
So did Dennis?
Go ahead, John.
When he put his he put the steak inside the Ziploc bag and then put all the sauce and was marinating it inside.
Yeah, I don't think he put any. I don't know what he put in those Ziploc bags, but yeah, he put everything in there, and for a couple hours, that unit cooks them at about, I think he said 125 degrees. Wow. I don't know if it was 3 or 4 hours, but it's a certain time and temperature to get it to a certain like medium rare is what we all wanted. And it was, I didn't show you a picture of that, but it's medium rare it was, and it was delicious. This is Johnny's house. We jumped forward one day and all,
Brad, let me interrupt you for a second.
Yeah, go ahead.
I want to say good morning to 400 AGL. Good morning, Mel.
Good morning, Mel. We missed you at Spin Up, man.
Mel.
All right, Brad, carry on.
So Johnny made some ribs and some wings and a salad. And then what did you make? Was that etouffee?
No, that was crawfish and shrimp.
Okay.
I mean, crawfish and corn soup.
Oh, yeah, that was so good, man.
The ribs are fried.
Yeah. Oh, okay. The soup was so good. I wanted like a quart of that to bring home, but couldn't do it. This is that morning when Maddie's family arrived. We're getting ready to get on the road. It was about 4:30, 5 o'clock a.m. Yeah, this is just before we got to Austin, Texas. We had stopped for lunch at a Whataburger.
Yeah, and that where you and Dennis got kicked out? Because
Yeah.
How come y'all did y'all get kicked out for?
Something like that. There's Maddie and one of his daughters. She was such a sweetheart. She was so cute. She's got eyelashes like I've never seen on a girl. It just, you can't see them here, but she is so gorgeous. And then this was
here. Good morning, Ken.
This was Friday night, Whitestone Brewery. We're arriving, and we've arrived in Austin, and here's the brewery, and we start to gather with everybody Friday evening. And you can see a bunch of folks in this picture, and it's hard to name everybody, but we already got about 30 people right here. And then just a couple of quick shots.
Like, right.
What's that, Tej?
Like the previous picture. There's Johnny right there.
Johnny. Sorry, Johnny. I got the back of your head.
Got a very distinguishable head.
That's true. Here's Johnny again with Angela, Lost Girl Heights. She was around talking to everybody. She's such a sweetheart. There's Mr. Dennis, Lovelady, and Chris from Sunrise Water Media. And then,
that's Scott.
Yeah, Scott. Sorry, Scott.
Jack Rabbit FPV.
Yep, sorry. Yeah, my mind just went blank for a second.
Hey, Mel, you have a good day, buddy. Thanks for being in the chat. And have fun over that parade.
In the black sweatshirt, is that Chris right there?
That's Chris with the K, Sunrise Water Media.
Yeah, Chris is so loud to hang out with. You know, he's like really vocal and.
Yeah, just the opposite, right?
Yeah, you got to get him to Chris. Will you say something?
Yeah, he's funny. Well, this is Saturday morning. We got there early. Some folks did to help Kelly set up. This is about 6:30, 7 o'clock. We're still setting up tables. A couple of guys outside flying, and I can't tell who these guys are. I met some of them. I don't know if any of you guys can see who they are.
Let's see. Well, that looks kind of like Doc Murdoch.
It does. I think that might be Doc. Yeah, that is Doc. That's Doc.
That's Doc leaning against his truck right there.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, I can see it on his hat. He's got.
I'm not sure who the guy in the blue sweatshirt is.
No, I don't know who. I can't see right.
Or the other guy.
Yeah.
Did Doc have a camera drone up? Oh.
It looks like he might have.
Oh my God! I have to get on, lady.
Oh, we got in the house.
So here's just some of the setup before we got going. All the tables, and this young lady here helped. I'm not sure. I think she's friends of the family, so she helped give out the stuff for the attendees signing in, and then Kelly had some shirts for sale. There's all the stuff, all the goodies and shirts, the old shirts from back, last year before, a couple of years.
Yeah, I love those shirts. I bought 2 of the shirts. They were 2 for $20.
Yeah. He was just trying to get rid of them basically. So, for that kind of price. Here's just a couple random shots before the event started. Hey, Rodney, cut me off if you want me to stop doing this at any point.
No, go right ahead. Now, see the guy in the army jacket there?
Yeah.
When Dennis and I was doing our sunrise on Saturday morning, Dennis, you'll remember this. He pulled up and we didn't know who he was at first.
Oh, Robinson, yeah.
That's Robinson. His third eye view.
And Dennis introduced himself and he said, "Oh, I'm Third Eye View, Rob." And like, wow, got to meet him. So he hung out with us for a while.
Very nice, very nice guy.
He actually brought a device that I can hook up to my V2 goggles that will allow me to do analog with the DJI FPV goggles.
Really?
So I bought that from him. I still need to buy a module. I can move the module off of my Fat Sharks to this device, which I don't have in front of me. I forgot the name of it, but I talked to Kai about it, and he said it was a good one to have. So I bought that. So I'm getting myself set up with one set of goggles so I can do digital and analog.
Well, I thought about doing that because I ended up buying a pair of DJI goggles because I got that Baby Hawk.
Yeah.
And I was looking into that, and you can buy modules that allow you to do both. But I'm here. I hear good things and I hear bad things. So
Yeah, I'm gonna end up being about $170 into it by the time I get the analog stuff added to it. So it's not too bad. The Fat Sharks I bought from Ken Herron last year for about $200. So it's either you have two devices and kind of have to carry those things around, or just move everything to one. And I think I'm just going to do the
Man,
one.
once you see the digital, I don't want to go back to analog.
Right. Here's where Chris was showing off that knife he made.
isn't that a nice knife?
Man, yeah, look at that.
He was sitting next to me when it got back to us. It was, I mean,
Look at that
a beautiful knife, and he made that.
Look at that. I know he made that. It took him a while to make it, but look at the workmanship in that.
Oh yeah,
that is a beautiful, beautiful piece of work there. He did such a great job. And then he, for the folks that don't know it, he ended up, I'm not sure how it got to this point, but he ended up giving it, announcing that it's going to be Steve Carpenter's. So,
yeah. He was telling me the story. He originally started making it for Rick Halber. That's why it's got Rick's name on there.
mm-hmm.
And then View Chaser. Good morning, Danny. And and then of course he didn't have it finished before Rick passed away, so
right.
He decided to go ahead and give it to Steve Carpenter. So
yeah. So it's a nice thing, man. That would just blow me away if I had my hands on that.
Oh yeah,
gosh.
Yeah, it's a shame Steve couldn't make it.
I know it. He got ill
the last minute and had to cancel, and
he was watching out. He was watching out for everybody. He didn't want to give anybody anything. I think he just ended up having bronchitis, right?
Yeah, I think that's what he said.
This is Troy with who is he with? I forgot the name of his
Quad Labs.
Quad Labs, yeah.
Labs. I don't remember either.
And here's a table everybody signed. I don't think this was the completed table, but not sure if Kelly brought this table or who did, but Kelly got everybody to sign this, stickers, and
that's not the one I signed.
No, you signed one Michael Wright's out at the AMA field, right?
Yeah, that was in a hall at Spin Up.
This was at the hall.
Right? And I missed it? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I got
right where you checked in at, right there on the other side.
You gotta go back, Rodney.
Yeah.
Hey,
Captain Ray.
Good morning, everybody.
Captain. Hey, you got to take another ride to Texas.
That's right. Sign the table. Here's the ladies working in the background, getting stuff ready for our lunches and coffees and stuff like that. I had to grab a few random shots of that. Food, cookies, of course, everything. Oh, look at those nice looking things.
Oh yeah.
I keep bragging about those. They came out so nice.
They did come out nice.
And
then the other ones, the ones that I won turned out real nice too.
I know. I don't have a picture of those in this selection right here. You have to show those later. Those that you have, Rodney, really came out nice. And Kelly Shore's got a set as well. Here's some folks just sitting out eating.
I thought I had one of a kind.
I know. I mean, he could gave each of his best 3 other friends, like one of each of those, Brad. He got 4.
I got you. Well, I can hook you up. Oh, Dennis. Hey, Dennis. I'm not paying attention to who's in the guest panel here.
Hey, everybody.
Talk again, Dennis. Talk for a minute.
Hello there.
Oh, you're a little muffled. You're muffled somehow.
Yeah, you sound muffled.
Probably my earbuds.
There
I can't hear without my earbuds.
There you go.
Better now?
Yep.
That's better.
Much better.
Okay.
All right. Here we're getting some lunch here. Let me scroll through these kind of quickly. Here's Ed flying his little drone up through the event around everybody's legs and over their heads towards their faces. I think he hit a few people. So,
didn't he crash up towards the front of the building too?
He might have. I wasn't around for that
front
part.
Of the conference room there.
There's one thing I want to call out here. Who stands out the most in this picture? Can you see? And I'll start scrolling in a little bit.
I wonder who. It's a big, tall guy in the back.
Yeah.
I mean, look at that man, 7 foot tall. And he must have to hear that daily. He probably gets sick and tired of everybody, even calling that out. But that's just something that everybody did.
The next time I see Kai, I'm just gonna walk up to him and slap him. I'm gonna jump up and slap him.
Hey, let me share a picture real quick.
All right, hold on.
Don't completely disable yours because I want you to bring them back. But
sure,
I want to show you guys this picture.
Oh, I know which one you're going to show, Rodney.
This is the one me walking up to Kai and telling him that Lloyd Mendenhall said he was a big wussy.
That's a good one.
And Rodney, how tall are you?
I am 5'10".
Okay. So you actually, were you standing on your tippy toes? Because I think Kai's
no, actually, I was standing flat-footed.
Kai might have been stepping down a little bit because when he stood right beside me, that was about how I was looking at him. And I'm 6'4".
There's another picture too. This is two pictures that Chris sent me with a K.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one. I like that one.
That's the one after I almost got beaten to death. he really is a good guy though.
He is. Kai, he'll do anything for anybody, help anybody. He's got a strong presence and a little intimidating by a lot of folks, but he's a cool guy. I sat next to him at Spin Up, and we talked about a couple of things during
how much does Kai weigh, you think? 400?
Oh, I would say 3, no, maybe 3. I don't know.
Oh no, he's got to weigh over 300 pounds. Yeah.
So yeah, let's put this in perspective now. I got a little bit of a gut, as most people saw, but I weigh 245 right now. So he's over 3, I would think.
He's a big
big solid man too. Yep.
Hey, let me interrupt. Phantom Flight 101. Good morning, Herman. Good to have you in the chat, brother.
Hey, Herman, how you doing, buddy?
Got a couple of drones.
Hi, Scott, Jackrabbit.
And here's Dennis orchestrating everybody for something.
That's right.
I don't know what he's doing.
Everybody sing G.
There you go. Then a couple more shots. Here's our buddy from Emax. I forget his name.
It looks like, oh yeah.
Yeah, the kid, he looked like he was about 12.
He does, but I think he's in his 30s actually. He looks a lot younger than he actually is. Here's Aldrin up there, and then Kelly had to, I think, interrupt him a little bit to get this other guy, the DGI guy, on here.
Yeah, that's the guy that answered all the attorney like questions. He couldn't.
Yeah, he didn't answer much of anything.
And Aldrin was very professional about doing that.
Oh, he was.
When he came back on, he was, started right where he'd left off. Just amazing to me.
He did.
I'd say, let's start again.
Like, where was I?
Page 1.
Yeah. Then we had a Q&A session here as well. That went pretty good. Everybody has their own way of answering questions.
Yeah.
That's the back of the room, kind of a random shot while they were doing the Q&A. Outside, now here's where Ken Herring was trying to get his V-copter up. I was going to say he was trying to get it up, but I'm trying to make this a family-friendly show. But
tell it like it is, brother. He was having a hard time getting it up, man.
He was definitely having a hard time getting it up, and he was catching hell about it too.
And I walked away after about 10 minutes of him trying. So he finally, after I left, got it up in the air. So I missed all that. But there's the V-copter. Some of you guys want to see it, and then some people
crashed his.
What's that?
Aldrin crashed his.
Yeah, Aldrin crashed his V-copter.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Oh, Aldrin had one?
Yeah. Well, not
I
there.
knew
He
had
crashed
one.
it back
Yeah,
home.
recently.
When did he crash it?
He crashed it back home.
Oh,
Oh,
he's the one that
he has
actually
several
helped.
videos with it. I've been waiting for his video comparison from that
I
because
think he was the one that actually helped him, right? Yeah, me too, Dennis. Sorry to interrupt.
it's very tempting for me to push the button on that one.
That one's pretty cool.
Dennis, you flew it. I think I flew it. Captain Ray
I flew it.
Yeah.
It flew great. I liked it a lot.
I mean, it flew.
Oh, there's a good picture. Me and my brother Kelly from
that guy in the blue shirt, man. You could have left him out.
Yeah, I'll have to crop that photo a little bit. Oh, I did a bunch of selfies with people this year. I wanted to make sure I captured. How about that one, Rodney? Chris,
I wonder what I
Chris,
was saying it with my mouth open like that.
I don't know. That was the
He
best
was probably
capture.
saying, "Behave, Doc."
Oh, here's one of the prizes that I won, or the gifts I won. I won that Flight
Nice.
Dynamics book.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
I got that. I haven't even opened that up yet. I'm gonna start reading that. There's the almond toffee that I got. Actually, I didn't. I think they were throwing it. Kelly or somebody was throwing it out there. Somebody caught it, didn't want it, handed it to somebody else. They didn't want it, and then I took it from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, a little blurry. Sorry, Bill. Metro Drones. That one's a little blurry. God, I was taking selfies as quick as I could. There you go. DeMarco, my buddy
There he is.
DeMarco. He is such a cool guy. He
He is.
loves everybody.
I really enjoyed meeting him.
Yeah,
Well,
I
I
did.
enjoyed meeting everybody, but
Shh, don't let him know. Don't let him know that, guys.
No,
Why?
don't tell him. But somebody said that DeMarco reminds them of John Legend, and I
Oh, yeah.
completely agree with that.
Yeah, I do
He looks
too.
a
I
lot
do
like
too.
him.
I didn't hear
I think
that
it's that
before.
smile, that winning smile.
He
Oh, I
is.
know.
He definitely. He was a cool guy. We hung out all weekend. We talked about 3 hours or so on the way to the. He called me and we talked like 3 different times on the way up to spin up.
He is a cool guy. Oh, look at the hat he's wearing.
Nice hat.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Nice hat. All right. Of course, Ken Herron. Got to talk with him a little bit. He and I chat every once in a blue moon. Here's
Yeah, but you get a picture with his police car.
no, I didn't get him with his police car, but I do have a picture of it. There's a few folks in there. DeMarco, Ray, Captain Ray. There's Michael Wright. There's Marcus. There's Ron and Johnny. And in the background, Al Duran sitting back here to the right. And then Uncle Bill's back here behind everybody. And then Maddie's back there as well.
Yeah.
Got a bunch of, and there's Al. Got my selfie. I had plenty of time to spend with him to get selfies, right? 7 days.
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Are you sure it was only 7 days, Brad?
Spin up?
Yeah. Mr. Johnny, had to make sure I got one with you, my brother.
Absolutely.
Ken Hoffbauer. Yep.
Ken Hoffbauer.
There's old Mike, Fly
Hey,
Zone Drones. And then there's Serge. bunch of pictures. There's Art. I had to lift Art up to take this picture. No, I'm just kidding. Nope, I dropped down on the floor. Art's such a cool dude. I didn't get to talk to him hardly this year. Every year I usually spend some time with him, but I really didn't get to talk to him.
Yeah, I didn't get to talk to him much either.
Then look at Bill, Uncle Bill. I don't know what he was saying there, but
the hat makes it perfect.
It does. There's Michael Wright.
Michael's an awesome guy too, man.
Yep. I'm gonna try to maybe do the clips of all these and put something together. But another blurry picture on my part. Ken Dono and Ed.
What camera are you using? What camera are you using?
I'm using my cell phone, which is the Samsung Ultra or Samsung S20 Ultra. So it's pretty nice. It does a good job if I can hold it steady. See, there's another blurry one with Aldrin of all people. And there's Sandy, Bill, Metro Drone's wife. She worked her butt off at that thing. I don't know if you guys saw her, but her and Jody, Kelly's wife, they worked their butts off at this thing with the food. And I mean, every time I saw them, they were just hustling. There's Jody, Kelly's wife.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this mug.
Oh, wow.
Man of the hour.
I knew I'd get there eventually, Rodney. There's Genesee. She was good to talk to as well. She did a lot of photography at the event.
Genesee's going to be on our show Monday.
I saw that.
Kelly, Brad, where is she going to post all those pictures she took?
I'm not sure. I think she'll probably socialize them with Kelly first, and I think that's what she's done years prior.
Okay.
But
yeah, because she took a bunch.
She did. She's a photographer of the event. I mean, unofficially, I guess. And then, of course, there's Sean Oz, World of Oz. Oh, there's Kai.
Yeah.
I had to lower my cell phone down and then turn it upright to get his head in. All my life, I'm 6'5" most of my life. Now I'm 6'4", a little bit less. I'm shrinking my bones are shrinking a little bit. But I have hardly ever had to look up at anybody in my life, and it's very I don't
Intimidating.
know. Intimidating would be the word, but it's just awkward.
You ought to be 5'5" and have to look up to his butt.
You're only 5'5", Johnny.
Maybe 5'6" if I lie.
Oh, okay.
Here's the we went to the barbecue joint after spin up, and this was my dish of food right here. I got some brisket.
That was certainly some good barbecue, man.
That was so good.
Stuff.
There's 10 toes. Yep. And then there it is. There's the police car sitting next to my car.
Nice car.
Yep. Ken Herring's ride. I'm surprised. I guess he's 11 hours from home there, right? Something like that.
Did you see that there was another police car like that? Not in as good a shape. The condition was poor, but it was the same car.
This is going backwards in time a little bit because the file names are screwed up. But this is on Saturday morning before spin up. We went to the Pennybacker Bridge.
No, that was Sunday.
Sunday.
Oh, was it? Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
That was Sunday.
Forgot. You're right. My mind just went kablooey.
Where was that bridge? Where was it?
It's about 15 minutes from Round Rock. I'm not sure in relation to the Cedar Park where it's at, but I think it's 15, 20 minutes probably from both places. So you got to kind of look it up on the map. The Colorado River, runs right through it, right by there. And there's the Mavic 3. We got to mess with that, and I was privileged to be able to be the first one to fly it. But these pictures are out of order a little bit. Dennis was doing a live stream, I think, right here, and you were singing, and so Kelly was over there capturing.
Oh yeah, Kelly's being my bookman. He's holding a phone
right.
So I can see the words or the chords or whatever.
And that's me flying the Mavic 3.
Yep. Got you flying that. Yep. And that was up in the clouds, and not the clouds, the mist and the fog was so thick, but it was so cool above it. And I got a couple of pictures of it above it from Kelly. He sent me the ones that I took when I was flying the M3. But here we go. There we go. Got it going on live stream. Chris Hope's live streaming. Yep. Al's recording, or Al's flying. Everybody's standing here. We were listening to Dennis serenade us.
Here I am, way back in the back.
Chris,
no little world.
We didn't pay a fee.
Yeah, look at that.
Sorry, we didn't pay a fee to fly at the Pennybacker Bridge.
No, we did not. It was cool. Some of the pictures I just took with my phone, of course.
Maybe we were supposed to, but I didn't pay anything.
So there's a lot of pictures, Rodney. I still got more to come. Is this all right?
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't have to show all of them, but no, here we are at the AMA field on Sunday.
I'll allow you to show a couple of more.
Everybody out here. We had a big crowd out there. I was surprised how many showed up.
I got the chance to watch. Somebody had a set of goggles that was tuned into Chris Hope's.
Right, you did a ride along
video, and that was pretty cool. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, it was. I did a bunch of ride alongs. It was nice.
Yeah, I tried to do some with mine. I got kind of hung up on one or two. I couldn't get the streams to come through, but I ended up flying that. None of these pictures show, but I ended up flying Michael Wright's FPV, DJI FPV, with his goggles. And I tell you what, I had to sit down, of course, and I still got motion sickness after about 2 minutes of flying it.
Yeah, that's Kai's stuff there.
Yeah, Kai's stuff. He was working. There's a picture of him working on his stuff, and he was helping folks. He was helping anybody that would come over there and needed help. A couple of the random pictures here, showing off some stuff. This is Doc Murdoch's stuff, Chris. There's the back of his truck.
That Excalibur drone sure looks weird, doesn't it?
This one in here.
Shot back there.
That one right there with the big yellow thing on it.
Yep, right there. Yep. That thing is one of a kind. Yeah.
Mike Miller, good morning.
Yeah, we got some more just random photos I took while people were flying. They moved down here to get out of the DJI zone because some of the drones were having issues. But they were flying their analog stuff down here. There's the table that you signed, Rodney.
Yeah. Let's see.
This is Michael Wright's. He actually left there, and there was only a few of us left, and we were
Good
cleaning
idea.
up, and he left it behind.
Oh, did he?
So Al Duran and I were still cleaning up, and I saw it sitting there, and I forgot I had said goodbye to Michael, and so I grabbed it and caught up with him later. I went to the hotel. Anyway, all these good folks out here last weekend. Here we are eating at another restaurant. I forgot which one this was. This was a Mexican joint we went to for lunchtime after our AMA field. Of course, that was my food. I got shrimp
Well, that
tacos.
certainly looks good.
I know it. Those shrimp tacos, they were delicious. I love my food pictures. This is out by in Cedar Park by the hotel. Walking over to the lake, which this is not the lake. I think this is like a retention pond here, maybe. There's the famous tunnel, the walk-through tunnel.
Somebody flew through there, right? Sean.
Yeah, I think that was Sean. Sean flew through there, didn't he? Or
Yep.
not sure. Sean Oz. Here
Yeah,
we go.
Sean. When we walked over that morning, Sean had the Skydio 2 tracking us.
Yeah, they said that worked good too, right?
Yep, it did.
Mike, it was definitely a pleasure meeting you, brother.
Couple of pictures here. You know, folks have already seen a lot of these. I got 6 of them right here. We ended up having 7 at some point.
Yeah.
There's 6. There's everybody
Yep.
flying the drones, having a good old time. There we go. Now I got 7. And Al was doing like a pano during all of this, so his drone might
They
have
all
been
look
out.
similar.
Yeah. Oh, there's Al's drone right here, I think, or somebody was doing a pano right here. I think Al did it. Yeah, they do look similar at this distance anyway. Oop.
Yeah.
DeMarco's pizza that he got for us. Thank you, DeMarco, if he's watching. And then we were on our way back to Atlanta, Georgia on Monday. So we drove about 15 and a half hours, I don't know what Dennis you came up with, but like 930 miles back to Atlanta, Georgia that day.
Yeah, I think it was 9:16 according to the navigation system.
Is this when you got to no, it can't be.
No, this is about midday when we stopped for a bathroom break or something.
Oh, okay. Okay.
But I had to get one of Al and Dennis.
Hey, Fly Guy Merrill, good morning. Welcome to the chat.
Nobody flew through that, unfortunately.
Yeah, nobody. We flew through that at about 80 miles an hour.
That's true. flying low.
This is when Al and I stopped to get some KFC. So again, I like my foodie pictures. Oh, and then this goes all the way back to Johnny's house on our way down. We took this picture. This was a great picture. I love this one.
I do too.
Man, it's a great picture. I mean, it's not the best of quality right here, but great picture. It was such a great trip.
Yeah, Dennis had texted me saying, I don't want to make you jealous, but you should fly back to Richmond and catch a ride with Brad and Al. And then he said you guys were coming to their house, and I'm like, I was a little jealous, but I was there seeing my mom, so I got over it quickly.
Right.
But in hindsight, it would have been a blast.
Hey, Rodney, I got just like 4 or 5 more pictures to show you. This is the pictures that Kelly sent me from the Mavic 3 when I took it above. This is 28X. Not bad, even though it's digital zoom, but not bad. We were above the clouds, of course. Here's one more of that same, and it's not the crispest, of course, because it's digital. But look at that. It's not bad at all. No, actually, that's 28X. I was wrong. That's 14X, and then here's 28X. Yep. So
hey,
not
I
bad.
want to shout out to Max Air 420. Good morning, Max.
How you doing, Max?
Hey, Max.
There we are, right above those the fog, and then Austin's over to the right.
That
cool. Was such a beautiful sunrise.
It is. It was beautiful. It was great. Here's all the all the delinquents down on the ground flying the drones. We were having a great time. There you go. There's Chris Hope's. I don't know how. I did not see this. Yeah, I did not see this while I was flying.
Yeah.
But there's Chris Hope's drone right there. He was doing his live stream. And then I think there's one more. Nope. Okay, that was a picture that somebody took who was flying it out at the AMA field. I didn't take this one. But this is off the Mavic 3 as well. Both of these.
I threw my Mavic 2 zoom while he was doing his sunrise, and I came up out of those clouds. He was about 5 feet away from me. So,
oh wow.
No.
Then there's one more. I think that's it. Yeah, that's the ones that I got from Kelly. Hey, there was some video I did on there as well, but of course the video files were probably huge. He didn't share those with me. But that's it. That's kind of in a nutshell. I do have like probably another 150 pictures that I didn't show, but they're just kind of a lot of duplication of pictures.
Good. That was nice.
Thanks, Rodney.
Brad, I think you put Johnny asleep.
I know Johnny saw it.
No, that was fun. I mean, I love seeing all this. That's what I put together, like 150 little shot of video of just pictures, and it was like 7 minutes. So yeah, we got. I mean, it's amazing how many pictures we all took, and then when you get back, sometimes you haven't think you've taken enough.
You could make a nice
Well,
video out of just photos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's something I need to do.
This year, I had planned to take my GoPros with me because I wanted to, do like everybody else did and get a shot of the speakers and stuff. And I just didn't have enough room to bring everything that I wanted to bring. I don't know how some of these guys do it, like Ken Dono, how, it seems like he carries so much in such a little package. I just wonder how he does that.
They had every kind of camera and gadget you could think of.
I guess because they do it so often, they figure out how to pack that stuff up in the most efficient way.
Yeah. Well, I'm thinking about maybe special ordering a hard case, one where I can put in all the stuff that I want to take and be able to use an improved TSA lock and then check it as baggage.
Yeah.
But carry the batteries on and the carry on with me, of course.
That
But
would work.
that would be an easy way to do it. It may cost me extra depending on the airline, but it'd be worth it to be able to have the stuff you want handy.
Captain Ray, what's going on, buddy? You seem like you're hurting this morning.
No, just same usual. Johnny saw in the morning.
Me what?
And I'm not a pretty sight. My back and everything.
Oh,
I'll be all right.
Got to get moving there, Ray. Just get moving.
Mela, excuse me, guys. Mela, how many times do you want to be acknowledged? I mean, I acknowledged you a little earlier in the stream, girl.
Over 5 minutes, Rodney. It has. So give her a break. It's been over 5 minutes.
That's true. That's true.
Hey, so I was scrolling back through the chat a
Love you,
little bit.
Mela.
Chris asked if we had to pay a fee to get in to fly there to Pennybacker Bridge. Nobody was there that morning, Chris. So we were there early, of course, right at sunrise. So nobody was there yet. So no, we didn't pay a fee. We just snuck in.
There was a fishing boat there, wasn't there? There was one other person that had a trailer. I don't remember what was on it. But
Yeah. That's where the ramp was over on the other side of the bridge where we were at, right underneath of it.
Y'all might get a bill in the mail.
Yeah. Just like they capture your tag when you're going through the toll roads, they probably got the same thing.
That was some great fun out there.
Oh yeah.
It was a lot of fun.
Rodney and Brad, I almost wish I was driving down to Florida so I could stop and visit you guys.
That would be cool, right?
So
well, you're driving. Hey, Dave Ray. So that being said, you're driving down when you go down for the winter, for the summertime, right?
No,
for the winter. I mean, for the winter.
I'm going next Sunday. I'm flying.
So y'all okay? Because you already have a car down there. You don't have to drive down.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, while you're flying overhead, I'll wave when you're flying overhead.
Then I can stop at Dennis's too, but.
Dennis's is a little bit off that beaten path, but that's okay. It's a well worth the visit stop at Dennis's house. He is such a great host.
How far are you from 95, Dennis?
From 95?
About 4 hours.
Oh, I'm about to say that'd be a long.
Probably my closest point to get to 95 would be Savannah, and that's about 4.5 hours away.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, really? I didn't realize.
it's a nice straight shot across. Yeah,
What was it? 81? Is it 85 or 81 that goes
85.
through Atlanta?
So coming out of Richmond, Virginia, 85 begins, and you can go all the way down. Yep, right through Atlanta.
So
85 will take you all the way to Miami, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Johnny, when are you going to have a meetup? We'll all come to Louisiana.
Come on down.
Absolutely. Johnny's going to lose his
That's a
house
great
though,
host
so we
right
won't have
there.
anywhere to stay.
Just don't have it around Mardi Gras time.
No.
Yeah.
No, we're all right in Hammond, Louisiana. Mardi Gras is a long ways away from there.
Yeah, you don't want to go to New Orleans. You might not get your drones back.
That's why you're seeing here. That's a great host and a very good chef.
Hey, so I was at Mardi Gras right before COVID hit, and I was doing that for Capital One Bank as part of my job with the mobile ATM units, mobile vans. And we were sitting on the parade route on the last night of it, and where unfortunately the second person got run over and killed. I wasn't there. I just left, but it was in a turn, and that was where the second person got killed by running underneath of those, running between those floats and stuff. It was just crazy.
Yeah, it happens every year. 1 or 2.
Man,
Really?
They stopped it, and so that was right before COVID hit.
The drunk people either fall off the float or they run over somebody.
Yeah, 2 people that year, I think, 2020.
Yeah, they had 2.
So that was pretty.
They haven't
pretty
had
sad.
Mardi Gras. They haven't had Mardi Gras in 2 years. So
Right.
I went 2 years ago too. I caught 4 of the parades. We were going on a cruise out of New Orleans, and we caught the parades, and that was fun. It wasn't crazy. I go right back to the hotel when it gets dark.
Hey, Ray.
Yes, sir.
Mr. JRC says he heard Dennis gives you steak and entertains you while you eat.
Yep, that's absolutely true.
Yeah. That's good.
I can't say enough good things about Dennis. It was such a great thing to be. I'm glad we were, and thank you for inviting us, Dennis. We loved it. Al and I loved stopping at your place on the way down and on the way home. It was such a good thing.
Right.
You know, I say it a lot, that you're one of the best guys in this community, and you're one of the best guys. But I really mean it, I mean, Johnny's my favorite, but we're not going to tell him that,
Yeah, don't tell him that.
You get a big head.
So
There's a lot of favorites. I have a lot of favorites. I do.
yeah.
RFTV is asking
Greg?
a question.
Yep, Greg's got a question for us. I wouldn't be opposed to doing that. It just depends on time of year and what
Pretty place to fly for sure.
Yeah, it would be.
Beautiful.
I've never been to Colorado Springs. It'd be cool to do.
I know Sean Oz in 2020 had that after spin up.
Yeah, that was in Dillon. That was in Dillon.
In Dillon.
We were in Colorado Springs in July.
Hey,
When did we go to South Dakota, Chimene?
yep.
Good morning, Mark.
Mark's in the house. Mark Fisher, welcome.
Hey, Mark. How you doing, buddy?
Hey, we ought to come on in the chat.
What, Mark?
Get Mark in here to talk
Hey,
about.
Rodney, you'll appreciate this. You might not have heard, but I'm going to fly with Mark on Tuesday at Battleship Cove.
Oh, nice.
I heard you say that.
It's
What drone will you be flying, Ray?
Hey,
Tuesday.
Mark.
Yes.
You'll be
The
flying
link to the
Tuesday.
stream is in the chats if you want to join us. I'm only going to leave it up for about 15, 20 seconds. So grab it while you can.
Private lessons from Mark.
Uh-oh.
You're going to teach
Ray,
me.
Ray, fly his Mavic 3, Ray.
Yeah, he loves it. Mark loves his Maverick 3,
Yeah.
Hey, I'm with Hot Rod in Daytona. I want to go back to Hawaii to be able to fly somewhere down there. And I don't know if some of you guys have seen Ken Dono's, some of his shots. He's already been doing a little bit of shooting. He's on some type of shoot out there, some type of video shoot.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
How are you?
Yeah, he posted that picture of his Mavic 3, and
Yeah.
he was talking about that.
Yeah,
We're
he's got a
going
little. I think he did a little
17th.
video.
To Hawaii, the Big Island.
Yeah.
So, Mark, how you doing?
I'm good. I'm actually been trying to gather all my stuff this morning. I got to go shoot a wedding.
Oh,
It's,
what?
it's not good. It's stressful, man.
I
Is
stopped
it-
doing weddings. I
is
used
it
to do
just
photography and weddings. I stopped doing them years ago.
Is that Dennis Love Lady?
Yeah, it is.
That,
the
that's
famous,
the famous Dennis
the
Love
famous
Lady.
Dennis Love Lady.
Yeah,
And the
Dennis.
famous Mark Fisher.
I loved your performance at the spin up. I wish I'd have been there to maybe do some background dancing or something.
So good. I need accompaniment.
Hey, Mark.
The eye is averted somewhere else. So.
Yeah.
Yes,
That's my
Rodney.
first time ever to perform in front of
That
someone
was
who
awesome.
wasn't family.
It was great.
Yeah. No, it's
Gracious
family.
grief.
We were all family.
Well, you know what I mean. Blood relative. Let me say
Yep,
that.
I got
differently,
you.
yes.
You know,
Mark,
when you
I got a question for you.
Sure.
When you do a wedding, is it just you by yourself, or do you have helpers?
So I booked the wedding, and so I'm going to be doing the video, and I have a photographer. So I basically have a whole umbrella of people. Like we have a DJ, videographer, a couple of photographers. So we basically can cover pretty much all of the wedding. My wife and I are also going to be investing in. We've just been searching around for a vehicle that's like 1931 to 1940s, so we could use it to drive around the bride or the groom or whatever, just to add something else to the wedding thing, because it's big money in that.
Yeah.
But it is stressful, Brad, and you already know, Brad. So
It is. It's very.
Me and one of my ex-wives, we were doing that in Dallas. We were doing wedding videography.
Oh, really?
We never got real big at it, but
I never
did
made
do
it
a
into
few,
the.
so.
I never made it into the video side of it. The photography side of it was enough for me.
yeah,
I did
and
one wedding. I got out of the business.
yeah, but the one hard part about being the videographer is that the photographers are always looked at like they're the supreme. You know what I mean? Like, so in order to work with a photographer that you don't know, say they hired another photographer outside of the photographers I have. It's like I think it was like a couple of weddings ago. I was working with this photographer, and she was just brutal. She was brutal. She was lying to us like about certain things, like, and I'm like, no. But unfortunately, I'm fortunate to have this guy Jerry, who's in Rhode Island, to meet up, and he's an amazing photographer, and we work really well together. So it's like, oh, I need to get this shot, and we just work it in, where I can get the shots I need, and then I allow him, and it's it's a compromise. So
yeah, because you know what you're doing, and they can't they can't fake it, Mark, with you,
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Hey, some of them guys, they do. Hey, you got to do this and that way. But yeah. Hey, guys, I got to hop off and get over to the cemetery, but I want to thank y'all for having me, and y'all have a great day.
Johnny,
Johnny,
you do the
yeah,
same, brother.
Johnny.
I'll be listening. I'll keep y'all on in the background here.
Hey, Johnny,
All right.
call me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My people will call your people.
That's right.
Hey,
See you, Johnny.
Brad, did you get the Mavic 3?
No, I'm not getting the Mavic 3. I'm a hobbyist, full on. I don't try to do anything to make any money, and for me, it's just out of reach, is because of price. And
Yeah,
I mean, I would love to have a 360-degree obstacle avoidance drone, but I'm just a hobbyist, so I don't think I'm gonna spend the money on that. I mean, I'm not gonna say never, but
Right.
for right now,
It's going to be
probably.
around for a while. It's going to be relevant for a long time. I mean,
Yep.
I think it's going to like last as long as the Phantom 4. And the Phantom 4 is relevant, like if it came out yesterday. You know what I mean?
I will say this though, because the 3's out, people are selling their Mavic 2 Pros And I might be in the market for finding a fly more version of that.
I just sold one, four batteries, and a whole bunch hard case, everything, like so much filters and everything for $1,000.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I would have bought
I
that
had
from
3 of
Mark.
them. I sold a couple, and I thought I was going to hang on to the last one, and I said, you know what?
Can we go? Can we go back to that person that? Can you get it back? Can you? Get
I wish I could, because he's.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, he got a deal and a half, but you know, I was like,
he
whatever, you know.
All right.
It made its money over and over, you know. And guess how much time it had on it?
As far as what, like battery or time on the drone?
Time on the flight. Yeah.
Let's just say 50.
0.07.
Wow.
Not even like, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Like 7 minutes or something like that.
Oh no.
It's just been sitting. Like I said, I had backup, and then I got another backup to the backup, and I just was like, you know, it's just sitting there. It kept begging me to take it out to fly, and I was like,
there'll be some other folks in the community that we deal with that'll be selling it or are selling it.
Yeah.
So ultimatum, huh? You took the other side.
Did you guys catch that auction last night?
Yeah.
Part of it. I fell asleep. It was so
late.
late.
Ray, I thought you would have had that. What was it? The Air 2, right?
I should have bought that and just sold the smart controller.
I wanted that smart controller,
you know,
but I didn't want it that bad.
Well, learn how to use the smart controller. Kept it.
That's amazing, because like the Air 2, and I think it had 3 or 4 batteries.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a Fly More with a smart controller.
It was a nice kit.
It was a great kit for $600.
I almost bid it on it, but I think he said the starting bid was $600. That was not the reserve.
Yeah. Right.
So
I mean, even if you went up $650, even if you went up $700 for that, right? Just think about, because I have a couple of smart controllers, and I'm going to sell a couple. I'm going to probably sell them as soon as I know that I'm certain that the RC Pro, which I got coming in, is going to be compatible with the Air 2S. I don't like. Right. There's yes, there's no. I don't know. So if that becomes available, I'll be selling 2 smart controllers. But I'm going to sell one, and I'm going to get like $500 to $600 just for the smart controller, easy.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So that price was amazing. I even thought about purchasing it.
Yeah, I thought you were going to get in on the bidding.
And then the Mavic Air 2 came up. The other Air 2. No, wait. Yeah, the Air 2. Yeah, and Captain Ray, I thought you was going to grab it when you put the 300. That was good. That was a good price. But you got the Air 2S, right?
And the Air 2.
And the Air 2. Yeah. So.
Hey, Chris, you still in the chat, by the way? There's your sticker, buddy. That's Big Al, by the way, Dennis.
Rodney, what are you flying these days?
I fly the P4P, the Mavic Air 2.
That P4P, I tell you, that drone is just everlasting.
You know, I think you were right when you said it's still relevant today.
Yeah, we'll get some more coffee, guys.
I'd like one too, please.
Yeah, me too.
Rodney,
go ahead, Mark.
Go ahead, Mark.
Rodney, that drone, I mean, what is it? About 4.5 years, almost 5 years that drone came out, and it's never lost its value. Actually, if you go and look that up, it's still there around 1,700. You know, probably for the Plus with the controller and the screen and whatever else, but it's probably one of the most used drones in like as far as mapping and all that,
Yeah,
it's a great drone. I have one, and I don't fly it much, but I was thinking about selling it, and then I said to myself, even if it becomes a trophy, it's just it's still going to be flat.
Yeah,
Sorry.
it's
Somebody
a
was
good
calling in.
drone. I like the
I don't know if
P4P.
I got knocked out here.
No.
Yeah, I just wish
Hello?
I wish I could travel more with it. I mean, if I'm driving my truck, like when I went to the South Florida meetup, I brought it and the Mavic Air 2 with me, and I didn't fly either one of them, other than at my sister-in-law's house. But
You didn't go the next day, did you, Rodney? Did you go to that park the next day?
yeah.
Oh, you didn't fly the next day?
Hello, I got knocked out of the show.
No, at the park. At the park, I was just watching the FPV guys.
Yeah, I flew there. That's where I flew at the park the next day.
Welcome back.
Sorry,
Mark.
somebody was calling in. Yeah, it was Carlos Ramos. He's calling me because I know he purchased and he received the Mavic 3. He's in my group, and he's probably calling me because he's probably going to ask a question about the Mavic 3.
So highly of your group, Mark. A lot of people still don't know about it. The drone meetup group. Mark runs a great group there. I encourage everybody to join it.
I would love to get up there sometime and meet up with y'all's group.
Jeez.
Yeah, it would be cool to go up to Rhode Island and fly with those guys.
I almost.
You went Mark again.
I was going to ask him a question.
I almost flew up there for that meetup, but the timing just didn't work out. And I know, Ray, you had a nice little adventure going up there. You took the ferry, right?
Yeah, no, that was a fun.
Sorry, guys. Somebody start calling in.
Did you pick a date for your meetup next year?
I haven't yet. I haven't. Just trying to. So I wanna talk to some officials first. I was excited about, of course, this all is, credit. A lot of credit goes to you, Captain Ray, because the influence and just being able to be at the South Florida Drone Meetup was amazing time. And just to model what you did and try to bring it to Rhode Island, and it definitely worked out because of that. But I think I want to just take it to another level and, try to get a lot more sponsorship. And I want to get the city of Providence involved somehow and maybe do it at the same place or maybe do it at a different place. But I want to get a lot of sponsorship. I want to be able to give away a lot more, stuff like drones and stuff like that. But also at the same time, bring awareness, and not just have drone pilots there, but to have
some classes, teaching,
families.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The classes, some type of tutorials, maybe for like a spin out group or something. That would be, and that's the same thing,
right?
I kind of would like to see some of that at Spin Up as well. Anytime anybody gets these big meetups, like you're going to have Mark and Kelly, and any of the time, even South Florida, we should have maybe a couple of tutorials or some type of lessons in either FPV, video editing. I'm up for all that stuff. Yeah,
so that's what I was just going to say too, Brad, is that editing, because the backside of like flying and getting, and maybe just some like workshops on editing, and different classes going on, and maybe even making it like a 2-day thing where it's more classroom. Back in the days, I used to do these events surrounding hip hop and the music and the dance and the elements of hip hop, like break dancing and graffiti art, and just tying them back to things, like breakdancing, teaching mathematics and science through breakdancing. You know what I mean? So I used to go around doing that. But
Mark, let me interrupt you guys for a minute. I want to say hello to Susan Lee. She just joined the chat. Copper State Aerial Photography. Good morning, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Sunrise Water Media. Chris, you have a great day, brother.
Thanks have a good one, Chris.
Have a good one.
And if there's anybody I missed, I do apologize. Good morning to you, and welcome to the chat. And Mark, back to you.
Well, thank you.
So just having those.
Anyway, Rodney, I'm going to also.
Oh, you're leaving too?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going to go. But
all right, Dennis, you have a good one, brother.
Have a good one.
It must be a nice day out there. Everybody wants to leave and go fly.
It's good seeing you in Texas, Dennis.
Yep.
You too. Bye-bye.
Great to see you, Dennis. Have a
Right, Dennis,
blessed day.
have a
You
great
too,
day.
thanks.
So
But-
Yeah, so just breaking off and doing some, like, educational part of these technology, so
Hey, Mark,
yeah.
so I would like a workshop in learning how to do that moonwalk.
Yeah.
Michael Jackson moonwalk.
Well,
I want to do that.
I tell you, all that came possible when I was a child. And I'd act up in the house, and my mom would give me one of these and send me to the moon, and so,
That's funny.
almost like Ralph Brandon in the honeymoon is to the moon, Alice.
hey,
That's an old one.
Harley FPV's saying, how about you and everyone else I tagged? What time of year would you?
I told him, the spend down time is what we did, with Sean and Dylan, somewhere, I don't know, September, October. I don't know if that's a good.
If you tie it with spin up, I don't think many people are going to get to go, because if they go to spin up and that's in Austin, then
Right.
Yeah,
No, I
you
agree.
gotta spread 'em out. You gotta spread 'em out.
That's
Yeah,
if I think Harley.
and that's another thing I'm looking at too.
What's that?
Yeah, that's another thing I'm looking at. I want to spread it out. Captain Ray is having his April 2nd. And then and I don't, because traveling for everybody, it's just not like you can get up and go.
Yeah.
People have
Guys
jobs and
usually
stuff like that. So
But
I want to be considerate of that.
in reference to Greg's question for us, I would think either, in my opinion, either springtime or fall would be best. But then if it's in the springtime, then you're going to interfere with the South Florida
Right.
meetup.
So
It's hard to say. I mean,
summertime sounds like about the only option in this case. If we're going to try to break it up into quarters, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, those
So-
guys has theirs in July. I think they're going to have it again next year. They talked about it already. Then, Mark, you had yours in August, right?
Yeah. I'm probably going to shoot for August again. It seems like a more, as far as like weather-wise, that's always a factor also. But like I said, as far as the 2-day thing, it would be great, because then I'd probably get a facility which, could be indoors for all the classroom stuff, you know what I mean, and the educational part of it.
So, sorry, Mark, I'm just going to bounce off of what Chris said and summarize Water Media. I had some talk with Kelly while I was helping set up, breaking down and stuff like that. But he mentioned that he might go to maybe, and this is unofficial, maybe every other year for spin up, and then do spin down the opposite years. So Chris said he didn't hear it from him, but that's a possibility. So he's talking about maybe another Colorado. I talked to Sean Oz about it, and Sean says he would love to do that again.
So what if I'm understanding you correctly, he's going to, 1 year is going to be spin up, and then the next year would be spin down?
Yeah, that's not official, but
right. I get that. That's not official. It's just a thought, right?
Yeah, that's just a thought right now. Yep.
I think that would probably be a good idea.
Yeah, it is a big production for any of the meetups. Is somewhat of a production. There's different levels of it, but for Kelly, it's a big production for the spin up every year. And we did 4 years, and the virtual one was even a big production for him. It still was quite stressful. In my opinion, I see what talking to Kelly, it was quite stressful.
Well,
I got my notes right here, and I'm already planning the one for 2023. I have a location already picked. And he's talking about with getting the town involved. I'm going to get this is breaking news, guys. Top secret. It probably will be held in Jupiter next in 2023. But
breaking news, Rodney, you heard it here on your show.
Yeah, you heard it first.
And I'm going to steal Kelly's idea where he had a baseball stadium involved. I'm trying to work on that.
Nice. Yeah.
So I'm getting to know Captain Ray really well now. So this is what I've been hearing in the last week or so is that he's coming down on Tuesday, and I spoke with Lawrence and Herman from those guys, and they asked, what time that Captain Ray was coming down on Tuesday, and I said, well, he says it's around 9:30, 10 o'clock. He'd be getting off the ferry and whatever else. Well, they said you can expect him a little bit earlier because he's an early bird.
He is.
So putting that together with him and his wife go out to Texas Roadhouse, and he had mentioned to me, go to Texas Roadhouse and get the early bird special. So it's all coming together now.
Hey, Greg, that may be a good idea. I'll suggest to Kelly to have a spin down in Colorado Springs.
Yeah, that's pretty good. How far? I don't know how far Dillon and Colorado Springs are apart. So not that matters, but that would be pretty cool. I would think.
If memory serves me, Colorado Springs is south towards the southern end of the state.
Have to look at the map real quick. But yeah, I'm just curious more than anything. And I'm sure
Colorado is amazing to fly.
Yeah.
I was in Golden, Colorado, shooting out there with a film crew, and I wish I could go back there again because it's amazing. Like the landscape is just so awesome.
Mark, I really do wish you were closer to me because I'd be carrying your bags around all the time.
Hey, so
Colorado. Well, no, one thing, I'd get there on time all the time.
Good morning, Art.
Look out of my curiosity.
Hey,
Good morning, Art. Hey, so Dillon and Colorado are about 2 hours apart from each other. Depending on which way you go, it can be 3 hours. But I'm just thinking about, I love Dillon. So if we do have one in Colorado Springs, which would be great, I still might visit Dillon. And, with Sean's, he's a great, I shouldn't say it like this, but tour guide. He's taken me and a couple other folks, Irving, and I forgot what Irving's last name is, but he took us to a couple of places that were really nice. And Breckenridge is not that far from there. We went there. It's a cool area around Dillon, but I haven't ever explored Colorado Springs, so I probably should figure out what things you can do around there. And I'm sure Greg can show us.
Yeah, Greg says Dillon is in the mountains and Colorado Springs is in like the valley. And Art said Colorado Springs is in south central.
Yeah,
I'm
looking at that now.
Yeah.
Yep, south of Denver. So,
Brad, I gotta apologize. I didn't realize you and Al were doing a show again on Thursday night. So
well, it's kind of no, it's okay. We kind of haven't officially set that up, and it's just kind of random so far. We missed a couple of weeks, and somebody's not feeling good, or two of us not feeling good. That was one night, so we really haven't officially done that, and that's why I told Johnny to kind of keep it off of this sheet for now. We're going to try to put something together, but there's so many streams going on during the week. I struggle to be able to do that with Al even on Thursday nights, but I don't even get to watch all the streams anymore because of my work schedule, and that, it's just work gets in the way of pleasure and fun sometimes, but that's just the way life is.
That's the problem I have. There's so many streams I want to be on. I want to watch Mel's. I want to watch Lloyd's. I want to watch
Kai's got a cool stream.
Kai's and yours and Johnny's, Ray. I want to watch yours. And there's Ken Heron's show, and there's so many shows, but unfortunately they're all at night. That's my time to spend with my wife and my family. So
yeah,
Rodney, there's going to be
smart.
It's going to be called The Man, the Myth, the Legend. Mark Fisher coming on. It's
the man.
I can't.
The legend.
Hey, you've influenced me enough. I'm stopping right at the Rhode Island Drone meetup thing. That's it. I can't. I was just telling you last night, Ray. I all these streams. I'm like, and I'll tell you, I never even knew about any of this stuff until probably maybe a couple of years ago, but more now after going to the South Florida meetup, because I didn't really know that this was like this whole community and all this and that. You know what I mean?
You were looking,
And it can get overwhelming, guys.
Hey,
You look
Copper
at it
State,
like Action
check
Furniture
the
there.
chat.
With
Can you make
I
that
have a
bigger?
question. Does spin up happen in different locations every year?
It
Yeah.
has. Yes.
Well, Spin Up has been in Austin, Texas 4 years in a row. So no, that's always been in
Oh,
Austin.
okay.
But Spin Down was,
Okay.
if you can see, I don't know, Spin Down was over here in Dillon, Colorado, which is where the Dillon Dam is. I just picked the Dillon Dam Brewery, but that's where it's at in relation to
Oh.
Denver, Colorado. It's about an hour and 45, 2-hour drive, something like that, through the mountains.
Oh,
But if you look at the map, there's Colorado Springs South, where Greg is at and where Art's at. So it's, it's a pretty straight shot, 2 hours straight down.
I thought Art was up in Denver, near Denver.
I think he's in Colorado Springs, actually. I think.
Well, he's in the chat.
Yeah, I think I might be wrong, but I think he'll speak for himself here in a minute.
Hey guys,
yeah.
let's welcome Mike Kelly to the panel.
But I'm all for going back. I'm all for going back there.
hey, Mike.
Doing?
Good. How's everybody doing?
Great. Yourself?
Hey, good morning,
Good.
Mike.
I
Hey,
get up
Mike.
a lot later than you guys do out here. You guys are up for me, it's like 3:00 in the morning.
Yeah.
Oh
and-
yeah,
Mike,
absolutely.
how's the weather out there?
Where is that, Mike?
It's Arizona.
Arizona. Yeah.
Yeah. And Ray, it's hot. We're putting Christmas lights up in 90-degree weather.
Oh, my
wow.
goodness.
So Mike, you
Yeah, I
already
was
know
in
this.
Phoenix,
I've got
Arizona for 3 months.
Yep, I got family in Phoenix. You know that already, Mike. I think.
Yep. Looking forward when you
Phoenix.
come visit again.
I think it was
Absolutely.
118 every single day. I think the average was like 115 degrees when I was there. It's like
June,
and it
July.
didn't rain forever.
Put your head right in the oven.
That's it. Yeah.
Hey Brad, Art's in Arvada. It's northwest of Denver.
Oh, I was wrong then. Sorry about that, Art. Yeah, I thought you were down in Colorado Springs. Okay, fair enough.
So, Mike, you've been flying?
I actually performed.
Yeah, Ray, I have been.
Oh,
Go ahead, Mark.
sorry. No, that's okay. Go ahead.
No, we went out a couple times, got some other stuff. I'm still working on that video, Brad, for that case thing. Man, it's tough. Like you said, you got all this stuff you got to get done and honeydews and trying to get time to fly. It's just crazy.
So what he's talking about, y'all, he asked me to 3D print a box.
I can grab it real quick. I'll show him.
Oh, that's all right. And
It's right here.
He asked me, bring it on up. He asked me to print a box that he created to keep his controller cool. And I'll let him explain that. All right, he's
There
back.
we go. Made this case that I put my iPad into, and I
that's
put
not
an
my
ice
3D
pack right here.
That's not my 3D printing. That's foamy stuck in the case.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, but this right here,
Yep.
all put together.
And you created that, Mike, right?
Yeah, I kind of did the measurements on the iPad to see what I needed and everything. So, and he printed that out for me and sent it to me. And then I just put that toolbox foam in there and just made a couple layers.
Looks
And
good.
this an ice pack goes right here, and then the iPad goes over top of it, and it keeps it from overheating here in 118 degree weather.
Nice.
Wow, that's pretty clever.
It is.
Well, I saw it, like I said on the video I'm making, I state in there that I was looking for something, and there was a guy that has one he uses for his iPad, and he just holds on to that and carries it wherever he goes. He puts his iPad in there, and I was like, hey, I can come up with an idea similar to that I can attach onto my existing tablet mount. So that's what we did.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Good.
Good job,
cool.
Brad.
No, yeah, 3D printing, and Dennis does that too. We talked quite a bit when we were at his house, but the 3D printers, I bought another 3D printer, and since I've talked to you, I got 3, but I'm selling 1. So
Yeah.
that one's
How
going
much?
away.
Which one are you selling?
Well, I've already got it sold, actually. Sorry. It's the
Liar.
So to the highest bidder.
Gets my hopes up, and then he says, "Oh, I already sold
And
it."
then he takes off.
Well, you just kicked him out, huh?
That's what you get from selling it.
Hey, I'm not Adrian.
No, but that was wrong, man. I got 3D printers I'm printing, and I'm selling one of them. And here I am, all ears perked up and interested. Oh, well, I've already sold it. So you basically lied to us.
Yeah.
We got 3D printers on the 20, 40, 40, 50, 60.
I should
Not sold to Rodney Bell.
I should have put it in the auction last night. That's what I should
Yeah, I know. So I mean, I am so clueless about 3D printing. I don't even know.
You and me both, Mark. I don't understand
how it
that
happens.
at all.
What the I just lost.
It's not that. It's
I would
not
love
that
to.
bad.
I probably should watch a YouTube video on it, and not that I want to get into it and try to do it, but it blows my mind that you can print these things up or whatever and make these I don't know.
If I come up,
Matt, Northeast Drone Productions. Good morning, Matt.
hey Matt, good
Morning,
morning.
Matt.
Wait a minute.
Speaking
Good,
of 3D
good evening.
printing,
Good evening.
Oh yeah, good evening down there, down under.
Dennis is probably mad at me because he printed a Fletcher class destroyer for me, and I ran off and forgot it in his car.
Oh no. Well,
And us talking about 3D printers reminded me of that.
sounds like a road trip, Rodney.
It does, doesn't it?
From you, it's about 10 hours.
Yeah,
Nah,
'cause
it's
it's
about-
an hour. It's almost an hour from here to Richmond. So
Yep, another 9 hours from here to his house with P brakes and gas
yeah,
and
but
all that.
you know what? It'd be worth the trip.
No, yeah, it's a nice trip. So yeah, I'll have to, Mark, if I come up your way for one of your meetups, or if I get up that way that I can drive, I'll bring one of my 3D printers with me.
That'd be awesome.
Wow, that's cool.
Bring the one that's for sale, okay?
He already sold that, Mark.
Rodney, I'll take care of you. Don't worry about it.
Sorry, I'll take myself off the stream.
So have you shipped it out yet, Brad?
No, it's a
Have
buddy
you
of mine.
accepted the money yet, Brad?
No.
How much did
So
you?
it's still for
How
sale.
much was the offer?
So it's it's a 500, $400 and some dollar printer, and a buddy of mine I worked with at my previous job, I sold him one of my other 3D printers. So I've sold one already like a year and a half ago. So he's been wanting to move up, so he gave his to his dad. And actually, I take it back. I gave him my other 3D printer. It was a $250 printer.
see.
So
Okay.
sorry, Rodney.
Well,
there we go.
That's it?
Yeah.
whatever he. See, Brad, it's so easy to teach things to. See how quickly he picked up that punishment thing.
Wait a minute, I'll even do this.
What I was going to say, Brad, is I'll give you $100 over what the other guy offered you.
Oh no,
Woo! I like this. The auction started again.
Rodney. It actually $100 more would be more than what you could buy it for.
Oh well, in that case,
I'll get you. I'll talk. to you.
Yeah, but it's coming from Brad Alston. That's the whole difference.
thing.
You know what I
It's
mean?
coming from
Hey, wait a
Brad
minute.
Alston.
Be
Brad
rad.
Alston.
Exactly.
You know, in 20 years from now, that will be worth a lot of money. I won't be around to enjoy it, probably.
Make him sign it.
I'll sign it. I'll sign it.
There you go. An autographed
Hey,
3D printer from Brad Alston.
I'll even include one of these.
Billy Kyle signed my Air to S the last time he was up here at the Rhode Island Drone Meetup.
Nice.
And it says BK, but I don't think I'll get a lot of money for it because that can mean anything like Burger King.
Yeah, that upped the value on that.
Matt
Definitely.
says, "Don't worry, Brad. I've been in the
Matt,
naughty corner before."
I know you have. You have. Adrian's been in it a lot more than anybody.
Adrian, every time Adrian comes on this show, he ends up in there.
Well, I feel privileged to be kicked off the show every once in a while.
Mike Kelly.
Well, it's all in good fun.
Hey, we
And
need
most
Matt.
everybody knows that.
Matt needs to pop in on the stream with us. Come on in.
Is Matt out there? Matt. My man, Matt.
No, not Maddie. Matt over at Northeast.
Mike Kelly, are you?
I sent him a link, but
Are you coming to
Hey,
the
Matt, here it is. If you want to come in.
Oh,
I'm
good.
on
Mike's
now.
coming. Mike's coming. Nice.
Yep.
Good,
Awesome, Mike.
That gives us a reason to go to Florida so we can visit my wife's sister. So
Oh,
she lives up in Flagler Beach.
see,
And,
that's what I did last year for the South Florida meetup.
So that is a huge advantage, Captain Ray. We talked about this before you even decided to do a meetup last year, and people want to come to Florida for vacation, and that's a great time of year to do it. Actually,
Yep.
So
Yeah.
seeing that we got two Kellys in here, one's a captain. Can we call you like Sergeant Kelly?
Actually, I was
Mike?
a sergeant in the Air Force.
Oh, there you go.
thank you for
Yeah.
your service.
Perfect.
So-
Thank you for your service, yes, sir.
Thank you for supporting us.
Rodney Bell too. Rodney Bell,
was
you know.
Navy.
All of you guys were in the service. No, or Brad, was you?
No, it was not. My
No.
hair looks like it, but no.
I know
Ray-
Rodney Bell was, and I know Captain Ray, you was in the service, right?
Yep. I was a sergeant too.
Awesome.
So that
Awesome.
explains a lot.
I was a staff.
Yeah.
I retired as what would be
promptness.
called a staff sergeant in the Marine Corps. E6. I don't know what it would be in the Air Force.
Whoa.
E6 is going to be Master Sergeant.
Oh, okay.
Master Sergeant.
Yeah, I
Awesome.
believe. I might be wrong on that. It's been a while since I've checked on all that stuff. So I got out in 92.
I just got a message from Johnny. He's frying a turkey today for a big
Oh.
tailgate thing at the football game.
Very nice.
Mike,
These
I
are-
retired out of the Navy in 92.
Did you?
Yeah. Hey, I
Good
want to
deal.
say hello to Fly Zone Drones.
Oh, Mike is in the
Either
house.
Mike or Sergio.
Hey, Fly
Hey,
Zone.
folks, good morning, guys.
I think that's usually Mike, right?
One
'Cause
Vision
Sergio
Ariel,
comes in.
good morning. And Brant Ariels, good morning.
Yep,
Wow,
good
you got a
morning,
great
everybody.
crowd in the house, Rodney.
Right.
A lot of
We've had
good
a-
people.
Quite a flow of people this morning. That's great.
So I wanted to just kind of give some whatchamacallit about the M3. Because if anybody out there has the M3, just be careful flying over water. It tends to want to land if you're flying low next to water. Also, just wait for that GPS to show up in the home point, because if it doesn't have GPS, it definitely has ADI mode. I'm hoping that they will add ADI mode like the Phantom 4 Pro does for more cinematic shots. But just be aware that if you don't get GPS, that it will, and you take off before that GPS kicks in and you get enough satellites, it will fly in ADI mode, so it'll be all over the place, especially on a windy day. So just be
So,
careful.
Mark, real
question.
quick, the ADI
Oh, go
mode,
ahead.
that means it's going to be like an FPV drone, right? You're going to have to control everything on there.
Yeah, so it'll drift. There's
Right.
no connection. It won't stay, still, whatever. But yeah, I had that happen to me the other day. I was flying and I was trying to get a boat coming into the port over here in Providence, Rhode Island, and I went up real quick, and all of a sudden it says ADI mode, ADI mode. I'm like, what? It has ADI mode? So I bang it out, of course, because I like flying it. I love flying the Phantom 4 Pro in ADI mode, just because more cinematic shots, but it is easy to fly. Now, it won't just land, and you don't have to keep the drone up. It'll stay, but it'll just drift. So it's not so much like a FPV where
if you let it go, it's coming down and
gonna
going.
drop. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
this won't drop.
Okay, I always wondered that.
It just drifts a lot. You know
So
what I mean?
that has to
Okay.
do with the satellites, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I would.
Right.
So if you don't got your GPS connection and that hold on it, then it will just drift.
Ray's got
And a lot of times when you see guys flying, if a lot of times when they fly in ADI mode, it's more cinematic. So a lot of the people that are shooting for Hollywood or whatever, they like to shoot in those modes because it doesn't just stop abruptly. It just flows, and that's
Cinematic.
why they have in the settings where you can what is it called? You can just not stop it abruptly. I forget what it's called.
Oh, you can adjust all the braking and all that stuff.
Yeah, all
on
the
there.
braking and all that. So,
Yeah.
A lot of people that shoot in those, the cinematic shots or whatever, they don't want it just to stop abruptly,
Yeah, that's the way I have mine set up. My Mavic 2
Yeah.
Zoom is set up to where it just doesn't abruptly stop. It'll come in
Right.
and slow like this. Same with the camera, you know, panning and all that stuff.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
that stuff
exactly.
is set at slow motion kind of thing, you know, so
Right,
it's all nice
right.
and smooth.
Exactly. Yep. That's perfect. Yep.
Hey, Mark.
Yeah.
Mark, what
So it's a
size
great drone. I mean, go ahead, Captain Ray. I'm sorry.
shirt do you take?
Excuse me?
What do you take, a large shirt or a medium?
Oh, wait. Captain Ray, you talking to me?
Yes.
Because you was going in and out. You're going in and out. So I
How's that
couldn't
better?
hear you.
Is that better?
Yeah. So you're asking me what size shirt I take?
Yeah.
A baby Gap. Captain
Hey,
Ray,
guys.
I'm still fitting in the clothes
It's
when I
not
was
this
3
big.
years old.
Hey guys, I want to take a couple of seconds here to say hello to John Olson. Welcome to the chat, and to Fly Guyver.
This will
Good
probably
morning to
screw
both of
everything
you.
up.
Hey, so quick, Ray, Mark, one more quick question, and I hear different things about this. On the GPS, how many satellites do you wait for before you really take off? Now, I know there's, you know, certain areas of the country you get more or less. What do you wait for where you're at?
Mike Kelly said it. You know, between 7 and 10.
Okay.
You know, 7 and 10, and then it all
Okay.
depends.
Minimum.
You know, some of the times you're not going to get GPS right away, and you have to
Right.
wait.
Right.
And I've noticed with the Mavic 3, it takes a little while for connectivity. I mean, once it gets that connectivity though, it's on. It's
So
on.
where I was going with this is usually I've seen some folks have really good luck, success with, as soon as you take the drone off, get it up 8-10 feet or whatever, you let it sit there for about 15 seconds, and that's where you're really going to get your best amount
Yeah.
of satellites.
Right.
And
So the higher you go,
right,
the better connectivity. The higher you know,
and where
closer
you're
to the
located.
satellites, of course.
Yeah, where you're located,
but-
there's probably interference, right?
Right,
Yeah.
but that would be my reason for saying, you know, excuse me, if you want to get up and go real quick, and just, you know, make sure you check your surroundings. If you're close to something and it's in adding mode and it's a little bit windy, or if you get a gust of wind, it's going to push that drone to the side, and you know, we don't want anybody crashing like $1,000 drone, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Trouble.
Right.
Hey, good morning, Matt.
Morning, Matt.
What's up, man? Wait a minute, let me see. Which way am I
Good
going?
day.
Hey, Matt.
Good day,
High
mate.
five.
Good night, mate.
There you go.
Oh, look at that!
How are you, fellas? Good.
Good
Good,
evening,
good,
man.
good.
Nice shirt.
Awesome.
Was that like a reach out and touch somebody? Can we do a wave like this? You know,
Wait a
like
minute.
wave it?
Wait a minute. Hug. Bring it in. Bring it in.
Oh, other way. I always go the wrong way with that.
I
never
know.
go
Me too.
Left.
Sorry, Mike. Mike, it's your turn, Mike.
Okay. Oh, see, I'm going the wrong way too. Huh?
Ray,
Into a
Ray.
voice.
Oh man,
Come on, Ray.
flashbacks of Brady Bunch.
Everybody,
Bring it in, buddy.
everybody,
Ray,
bring it in.
bring it in. Come on. Ray ain't
What
gonna
is-
hug
Why does everyone say "oh no" when I come onto a live stream?
because you're trying. I don't know how many times I have to tell you that, Matt.
Oh,
I
man.
know.
Hey
But keep
Matt,
that-
I don't know if you remember or not, but first time I saw you in a chat was, I don't remember whose chat you were in, but you had Stud Muffin put on the bottom, and I couldn't find your name. So I'm looking all over YouTube for Stud Muffin, trying to find your videos.
Oh,
And
what
I
did
get one,
you
I go,
say?
hey, Stud Muffin, I can't find it. And you guys just busted out and just, that's not my name.
Mike, I think that was on one of my live streams.
I think
I
so.
remember him having that on one of my live streams.
It was. It was just after StreamYard allowed the guests to name themselves.
Oh, that's yeah.
That was early on, and I thought, "Ooh, look what I can do!"
Hey Matt,
Yes,
if
mate.
my wife's ever in the chat, don't you ever put that up, okay?
Don't worry. Hang on. All right, no worries. Just let me take her off my list. Hang on, mate.
Yeah. I had to make sure my wife was sleeping last night for the auction.
Oh, did you? Yeah, yeah. Good idea. Good idea.
Okay, quick technical question here. Set this StreamYards. Are you using the free one, Rodney, or are you paying?
No, I paid for this.
Okay, because I've been checking on the free one, and they allow up to 6 people, and I was wondering if it was any good, the free version or not. So
Yeah,
we use
oh,
it.
definitely.
Yep.
I use it all
Okay.
the time, mate.
I
All the time.
recommend it.
And you know what? To be quite honest, you don't want any more than 6.
Yeah.
That's true. I've had more than 6 on here, and it gets kind of rowdy sometimes. It even gets rowdy with 6 people, especially when you invite in guys like Matt Studmuff.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that.
Oh man, Matt, I didn't know about that stud muffin thing. You're in trouble now.
Didn't you? Yeah.
Sorry, Matt.
Rodney put up. He didn't know who Stud Muffin was. Oh, here we go. Thanks, Rodney. He didn't know who Stud Muffin was. He wasn't going to let me in because he didn't know it was me. Wasn't it something like that? And then you realised it was me, and then you let me in. All you saw was Stud Muffin, and you thought,
wait a minute. Maybe I should let my wife in the chat. It'll give me a reason to go to Australia.
Mate, I tell every one of you, if you ever get over here, there's a room here. It's not at my place. I don't know where it is, but there's a room.
Hey, Jody, good morning.
Australia is definitely on the bucket list. That's for sure.
Oh my goodness! Can you imagine?
You make everybody laugh.
24 hours on the plane just to get there. So,
look, you know what?
Over there.
It's not that. It's not. Look, when I went over to Canada and all through the station shit, I went the long way. I went the long way to start with. So I went from here up to Singapore, up to Abu Dhabi, and then from Abu Dhabi to Pearson's. Now that was a trek and a half, right? So if you go from LA and stuff, right, you know, you're looking at 12 or 14 hours, right? And to be quite honest, if you do 12-hour shifts at work and things like that, what's the difference?
Yeah.
Sure. It's just a lot of peanuts. That's all.
You're not wrong. A lot of peanuts and a lot of free liquor.
I used to come off of planes when I drank. I haven't drank in a while, but I used to come off of planes. Man, I thought I was walking off 2 planes.
That happened.
Like, oh, I just got off of those planes.
Yeah. My baggage is on that one, and I was on that one. Oh, good on you, mate. Good on you. But yeah, no, the invite's there for anybody, mate. Because I'm in a really nice spot. Where I'm on sort of like the gateway. Everywhere up near the I'm in Australia. I don't know the name of it. The Barrier Reef and all that sort of stuff. That's only like 5 or 6 hours drive up the road, and you're in beautiful, beautiful areas. So, anyone who wants to pop over, feel free, and I'll put you in an Uber and off you go.
Nice.
Wow.
Yep, would love to do
that's
that.
Awesome. I would love to do that. And
spin up at
the
your
wildlife
place.
must be awesome over there too.
The what? Sorry.
The wildlife.
Oh, absolutely.
Kangaroo.
Yeah. Everything wants to kill you in Australia.
Yeah.
Hey, Captain Ray, I'm not fighting a kangaroo. I'm not boxing a kangaroo. That's for sure. Yeah.
There's
with my baby cat shirt on.
There's lots of wildlife. Just don't touch it.
Yeah.
Crocs too.
No, I got a long enough lens so I could stay really far away. So
you'll need it. I've always said if you reach 25 here, at the age of 25, you'll go to 80. Other than that,
there it goes, Rodney Bell.
That's so cute.
Matt the koala bear.
There you go.
Hey, Rodney, do you sleep with it?
Hey, Rodney, can I borrow that if I go to Australia?
Sure.
I might be able to fit in it and like camouflage myself.
I'm gonna have to take out the coaster now, though.
Hey, so Matt, I hear out your way, you got the most deadliest snakes in the whole world, right?
Oh, look, I think one of them is, or up there anyway. Ooh. Yeah, most of them are pretty bad. you know, you got pythons and all that. You got them everywhere. You know, they'll bite you, but you know, they'll hurt the hell out of you, but they won't kill you unless they get wrapped around your neck. Then you're in all sorts of trouble. So when you're camping out in the bush, you've got to be a bit careful where you go. Yeah.
Now, what kind of snake is that you're talking about?
The pythons.
The thing's about this big around and some. Well, they vary in size. They're huge.
Yeah.
I hear they got them in Florida too now. Those big pythons.
Yeah, a lot of them.
It's because people have brought them in illegally, right?
Yeah.
And
they're trying to get rid of them in Florida.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Hey Matt, have you?
Good morning, Ed.
Matt, have you ever filmed the great white sharks in Australia?
Are you kidding me, mate? I wouldn't get within 300 miles of those things.
I would love it.
I don't swim in the ocean at all because when I was like maybe 6 or 7, Dad thought it was a great idea to take the young lads off to the drive-in to watch Jaws.
Right? Funny. My son says the same thing. He says the same thing.
Mate, that was the scariest thing ever. I spent more time. I spilt me chips on the ground. I spent more time bending over picking up the chips because I just didn't want to watch it. It was horrendous, and that scarred me for life. I'm not kidding you.
Yeah.
So Matt, the great white sharks, are they visible from like shoreline, or could you fly out over them and maybe get some? Yeah, huh?
Yeah. Look, you know,
as they're munching on a surfer.
Yeah, exactly right. We got that Australian surfer out there. He punched one in the head, said, "Piss off, you prick," and it went.
Oh, wow.
They have short.
We get them out here.
They're looking through the binoculars.
We get them out here. We get them here in Cape Cod. Not maybe about 2 hours and 40 minutes from where I live, and I drive out there. But I mean, I was commissioned to go film the great white sharks with drones, and they were 50 feet out. I got some amazing footage. Of like 16 footers. I mean, they're huge. Yeah, I got one drone on top of the other drone, and I'm taking pictures and video, and it's actually swimming back and forth where there's a seal, and the seals. This day I was out there, it was absolutely incredible. So there was no, I didn't get the attack. I wish I had, but there was I'm looking down the beach, and there's I think it was bluefish, and they were close to the shore, and it was moving towards me because of the seagulls, and it was all bubbling up, and then on top I could see, like, you know, flying a drone, I could see the seals swooping in and getting the bait fish, but this thing's moving towards me, and before you know it, I got bait fish jumping onto my feet out of the water. That's how close it was, and these huge bluefish and it's just moving, thousands of them. So it's like this whole circle of life. It's like, you know, the bluefish, the bait fish, the seal eating the bait fish, and then the shark waiting for everything else to get pumpy.
Yeah, the food chain, brother.
It was just amazing. It was incredible.
It is amazing.
And I got it all on film.
Nice.
And you know, they've probably got the same thing over in the States, so they would, you know, swimming with the sharks, and you go into the cages, and you know, they bait them in. And some of the footage that people get from their, you know, their GoPros and things like that is just amazing. And the size of these things, you don't realize the size of them until you actually have a look at them. You know, you got no hope. You know, this thing catches a seal, right? Now, you've seen seal in water. They are amazing. They're slippery, slimy little buggers, and they catch them. So, you know, we're in the water floundering around like a freaking drowning rat, and we got no hope, mate. Absolutely no hope.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to say good morning to Curtis Dart. Good morning, Curtis.
Hey, Rodney, I'm going to jump out real quick. I appreciate you letting me come in just for one time, and hopefully we do this again, man.
Well, I see you.
Mike Kelly, brother. Have a great day.
You guys too. We'll see y'all later.
Nice to see you,
Mike.
Nice to see you, Florida.
So, Captain Ray, if you ever have a meetup in Australia, and somebody flies the FPV into the water, I'm not going in after it.
No. especially if it's up
You guys will
north.
be getting me out of the shop with the FPV.
Yeah. Well, you know, if you go swimming north of here, say from I don't know, maybe Cairns or Rockhampton to Cairns up and further up and all that, they're full of bloody saltwater crocodiles too.
Right.
So
Oh, jeez.
you know, you got no hope, mate. You know, look, the water looks lovely. Let's go back to the caravan. You know,
No.
you don't go swimming.
Hey,
It's
Mark,
not
do you have that video of the great whites on your channel, or where do you have it?
I do. I got like snippets because I wasn't able to use a lot of it because it was sold to. So the guy that I was doing some stuff for was this guy from Florida. He was actually a professor for Florida, the University of Florida.
Yeah,
and
right.
he for 20-something years or 30 years he's done great white shark. You know, what do they call that?
Research.
Research, yes.
Yeah.
And so they needed some footage because, you know, the time I was filming, there was a brain surgeon from New Jersey who had just got attacked in Cape Cod. And he was just getting out of like 9 surgeries. But then 2 weeks after that, and when I seen this, I was like, people were just coming out of the water. Like, there's like, you know, nobody reads science. You don't read the sign. Great white sharks, be careful, you know, don't swim. But people are just coming out of, you got surfers coming out of the water. I'm like, these guys are nuts. And what I'm saying, these sharks, I'm like, these things are huge, you know. And so I actually even called up the news. I was like, listen, I've seen people getting out of the water. These sharks are only 25 to 50 feet out. They're close. The second time I went there, I could see them. It was like pretty big waves. And you can see them in the waves. So 2 weeks after that, this kid from Revere, Massachusetts, who was from Brazil or whatever, got killed by a great white shark in the same area that I was filming in.
I've only seen a great white once in the wild. I was out shark fishing about 15 miles off of Long Island. And great white came up the Chum Slick, circled the boat. I'm filming, you know, I'm filming for my TV show, but the thing was so intimidating. I mean, it didn't take the bait. Not that you can keep them, you can't keep them anyway.
Big fish tank.
It just looked at us, ate some of the chum, and went on. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how. You would have probably still been on.
I had a 30-foot boat. It was probably.
You probably would have
need a bigger boat.
Yeah.
You probably would have been still trying to take that shark in. How long ago was that?
Yeah. Well, I know it was 10 years ago, but yeah.
No, that's huge. I shot that commercial for that charter boat, fishing charter boat thing. That's on my channel too. That's pretty cool. And we went 45 miles off of Block Island, here in Rhode Island. And when you go out there, you don't see anything. I mean, and we were going for thresher sharks and mako sharks. And there was, at one given time, there was like 8 sharks around the boat because we're chumming, you know, and I'm getting footage of these sharks underwater, actually. They have underwater cameras, you know. And I'm telling you, it's, oh, yeah, that's it, Ray, right there.
That thing is as big as my head.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is, they land the shark, right? They land the captain of this boat, this charter boat, lands a shark. And it's just a blue shark? Blue tip or blue shark, whatever.
Blue shark.
But it was about 175-pound shark.
Right.
And for fun, he hands me the freaking pole. And I'm like struggling, like to try to get it.
Yeah.
I'm like, take this. I don't curse much. I cursed. Listen, I said, take this effing pole. I'm not going to be able to. Just give me my camera back. Yeah,
by the way, just to let you guys know, on the Florida Drone Meetup, there's a fishing trip scheduled that Monday. It's going to be a half-day trip on a party boat, and it's going to be a good time.
Wow.
So plan accordingly if you
I'm
want
sure
to.
hope I can do that.
You buggers. You buggers.
Curtis Stark sent me link to one of his videos. It's
Okay.
one of the underwater drones. I'm going to share it with you guys.
Hey,
Oh, yeah, that's yeah. I
That
love
underwater drone that
awesome.
Curtis has is amazing.
Hey, Matt, we're going to start
Really?
a GoFundMe for you. I'm going to put $5 in it. So you can get your arse over here for the South Florida drone meetup.
No excuses now. You got $5, Matt.
I could probably. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to tell you I can afford it. Yeah, give me the GoFundMe, mate.
It's expensive. It's expensive as hell, I'm sure.
Well, it's not actually because I was looking at coming over to go to Sturgis with Ron last year, and a return airfare, four flights. So I'm from Brisbane to LA to Denver. Ron was going to meet me at Denver, take me up there, and from Denver back to LA, back to Brizzy. Now that was only $1,200.
Oh,
return.
Very nice.
Return flight.
Wow.
Exactly.
Oh,
that was round trip.
Round trip. Four
nice.
flights, mate.
That's a good price.
Now, Matt, do you really have a GoFundMe to try to help? I'd help.
I haven't started it yet, Mark.
And you know what, Mark? I even appreciate the sentiment, mate. Fantastic stuff.
$5 will go a long way for a coffee, I think.
I was going to sell my. I was going to sell my.
Get a Starbucks for $5.
All right, guys, I'm gonna share this video.
All right, watch the video.
Yeah, I'd love to see this.
Righto, off we go.
And he assured me that there's no copyright on the music.
Cool. Look at this.
This is cool. Oh, it's backwards. No, it's not backwards. It is backwards. No.
Fish.
That
fish. Fish. How do you say that?
This is Curtis's
that
video.
Thing flies in the air as well.
How would you like to live there? Oh, how would you like to live there? Come on.
Look at this. Here
Wow.
we go into the deep. Oh, he's got grappling hook thing.
Yeah, look
there.
at the claws. Look at the claws.
Claws,
you can grab. You could have sent that out to grab that bloody FPV, Mark.
Man, it's a colorful bridge right there.
Nice colors. Colors. Yeah.
Now, what's the drone that he's flying? The airborne drone.
I think it's a Mavic 2 Pro. I think.
Looks like it.
Curtis could tell you.
Nice, Curtis. Very nice.
Wow.
Very nice. Yeah.
I'd love to see the underwater stuff.
Yeah, I want to see some underwater stuff. Yeah. Where does Curtis live?
Okay, Mavic 2 Pro is what he's saying.
Mavic
yeah,
2
where do
Pro.
you live? Where do you live, Curtis?
There you go. Oh,
or where was this filmed?
He's out west.
That's
He's out west,
place.
if I remember right.
Okay. That's pretty cool. He's got an underwater drone filming a flying drone.
Seattle.
That's cool, yeah.
He's in Seattle.
Oh, I've been to Seattle once or twice. Yeah, a couple of times. Cool.
You've been there. You can't see the camera, can you? That's
Hey, Curtis, how long is the tether line?
I think it's like 300 feet.
Yeah, they're pretty long. They're pretty long, those things.
Oh. Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Three hundred feet. Cool. Nice.
What is that? Something that you could.
That's right on the front of it.
Oh, so you can grab stuff with it.
Yeah.
I can imagine rocking up to the emergency room going, "Oh, the battery went flat. I can't get it out."
You need one of them, Mark.
Ray, he said.
Well, I always was thinking about it, but the water here, you wouldn't be able to see.
Yeah, the clarity is
3 inches in front of you.
Right.
Now, Captain Ray allows me to go down to Florida and stay in his place in Florida. I'd probably buy one.
Yeah. Okay, buy one.
You know what? That's beautiful.
Open invitation.
Hey, I
What a
put
setting.
Curtis's YouTube channel link in the chat, folks. Y'all take a look over there and subscribe.
Yeah.
If you get a moment.
Yeah,
So
absolutely.
does he have two? Because how is he filming the other one? Is there two of them?
Must be. Yeah.
Because see how he's filming that one?
He's
That is
got
cool.
two. He said in
That
the
is
chat
very
he's got
cool.
two.
He's got two?
He's got two, yeah.
Wow.
I think one's different to that
Yeah.
one though. And you get a lot of time underwater with those things with the battery.
Really? Yeah. Yeah.
Like a couple of
because
hours.
of
So that's the front of it. So that's a
Was-
grabber.
The battery is up above on the tether up above, right?
I don't
Yeah,
know.
the battery must be. Yeah.
I wonder what well, Curtis, tell us in the chat, what's the most interesting find you had or grabbed with those grabbers?
See, there you go. There's the second one he's got.
Look at that thing.
There's
That's
the second
cool.
one, yeah. Because that one's black and the other one's yellow, right?
Yeah.
Battery's internal. Yeah, well, I thought it would be.
Okay.
It'd be water,
Okay.
or
The battery's
waterproof.
internal, yeah.
Oh, a gun. He found a gun. Look at that. Cool.
Nice.
Excuse
You found
me.
a
while I have
gun?
another-
Good and bad all at the same time. But
Yeah, you never know.
somebody got rid of the gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it used in a crime?
I would think he lived in Chicago.
You would think so, Captain Ray, because who would throw it in the water
I know,
over
I know.
over that bridge?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's definitely got to be.
But you know, they probably can get a serial number off of it unless it's been down there a long time.
That's something, yeah.
That's
Yeah, probably-
Very,
probably
very.
not
video.
good.
That's a cool video.
Yep,
Very
thanks for
cool.
sharing that.
That is a cool video. I'm pretty impressed.
Yeah,
I'd
make
love
sure
to
y'all
see
go
that
over.
like in the Caribbean somewhere. You know what I mean? Like in
Oh, the clarity
there's
of the
like-
water there. Yeah.
Yeah.
the clarity and all that. You know, even
Make sure
across
y'all
the Florida.
Bahamas. Yeah.
Curtis Hart does some good work.
You know,
And I
we
know he created that
Yeah.
opening graphic. I'm pretty sure he created that himself. So
were talking about the
Yeah,
sharks
that
before.
was awesome.
I scuba dove with sharks in the Bahamas. Best dive that I've ever done. I highly recommend it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's Cabo San Lucas. I did that in Mexico.
Oh, you dove with the sharks too?
Yeah, yep. In Cabo San Lucas, you know, did some snorkeling and stuff like that.
Cool.
Yeah.
Do you know what? Look, I'm just going to. I was listening in beforehand, right? This is sort of like off the cuff here. And look, should I even talk about it? I'm not too sure. But anyway, because you're on another tangent here at the moment, keep going. That's all right. I'll talk about it later.
Okay, gonna keep it in.
all right, now that you got
Now, wait a minute.
This is the Matt we all love, right?
Wait a minute. Does it have anything to do with the gun?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
So
It's
don't
actually
keep it
about
waiting,
flying tech. Sorry,
Matt.
sorry,
Don't
mate.
keep us waiting.
Well,
Yep.
it's actually about flying techniques, and I was hearing about. I was listening to you about you know the what you can do with the Mavics and you know other drones and all that sort of thing. Is it slowing down the when you take your hand off
The
the
camera
stick,
or the flight characteristics.
yeah. Now I actually find that because I'm not used to that, right? Because when I let my sticks go, I want that thing to stop dead, right? I'll edit to that, right? So that'll never be in the footage because I always fly up close to things and things like that, right? And I find, and I did pick up someone's drone not long ago, and I was having a bit of a fly around and all that, and I nearly bloody crashed it because of that. Because they had it all set to all the cinematic stuff, you know. Slow footage. You know, that's fine if you're up, you know, a couple of 100 feet and not near anything. And I found it really, for my style of flying, I would crash my bloody drone. And it wasn't that long ago. I was flying a waterfall, and I would have crashed my drone. If I come that close to crashing my bloody Mavic 2, it wasn't funny. And if it wasn't for the fact that I'd set it up to stop when I wanted to,
I have mine on a break. Yep.
I would have gone into the bloody trees, and there's nothing you can do about it. You know.
So I'm going to tell you now. I've heard a lot of stories, with people I know that are filmmakers and doing stuff for Netflix and all that. These guys got $150,000 drones up there, and believe me when I tell you, as professional as they are, they crash those things.
Accidents
and
happen.
we're talking about red cameras. We're talking about Ursula cameras. $30,000, $40,000 cameras easily. And that's just probably the body. The lens is another whole, 10,000 whatever. And these things get crashed a lot. So. You could be as professional as you want, and think you're a professional, but these guys crash like a lot. So, there's a risk. There's a risk when you're flying in those cinematic modes.
Johnny, what's happening?
And so it takes some really skills, whatever. But you definitely get very fluent footage when you're flying those modes. Now, there's a time when you want it to stop abruptly. A lot of times I do that for certain shots and, then make it fluent for other shots. When you're thinking about what you're going to do in post. So, like I said, there's certain times I'll use it and certain times I want to do it. There's certain times I'll just take my drone and just hit that stick and make it flip like that because I'm creating a transition to whip. It's called a whip, and it's done with gimbals and cameras and run and gun type of style. There's times where I'll fly away from a subject so I can in post do the dolly zoom shot when you don't have it.
When you don't have a
zoom. The Mavic 2 zoom allowed you to do that, shot, right on the set, But so I can understand what you're saying.
Yeah. I find it, especially where I fly, I need my drone to do exactly what I want when I want it done. And I did find it it was like, oh my God, I nearly crashed this drone because it wasn't set up the way I fly,
Right.
Because any abrupt movement is never in my footage, right? And you can make those transitions in post if you use the right transition, the whips and all that sort of stuff.
Right.
I've used it before. Yeah, I've used it before where I've turned the camera abruptly to look at another thing, and I've actually used that. Where it's turned and I'll put a transition in there to another thing, and it's like, wow, look at that.
Yeah. And it's all about when you're getting it in the field and you're saying, you're creating your story. And for for a filmmaker, like the thing is, I'm always creating and I'm specific about my shots. Like I get my point of interest and then I'll film that and I'll film it in different ways because I'm going to think about how am I going to make this transition into this other clip, you know what I mean? And I always clip out. So I don't like press the record button for long periods of time. I just get the shot and I hit the stop button on the record, stop button on the record.
That's what I do.
So I'm always clipping out and then trying to build the story as I go and just try to be creative, you know what I mean? But yeah.
Well, that's the thing too. It's and people fly differently, and some people hit record when they take off and they don't and they don't stop it until they go down. But that's a lot of editing. That's a lot of sitting down and watching footage. You know, where I like to go up and see my shot that I want. I'll set the shot, I'll record it, and then I'll stop. Right. So when I get home, I might have 50 files to go through, but I know every single one of them might be a shot that I want, and it'll only go for 10, 15, 20 seconds. It just makes the editing process a little bit easier.
It does. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Like today I'm going to shoot a wedding. I'm probably going to come home and have to dump between 100 and 150 gigs of but I'm going to be shooting on cameras. I'm going to be shooting on 3 different cameras. I'm going to be shooting on with a drone and maybe sometimes an action camera just to get some crazy stuff, whatever. You know what I mean? But
Sorry,
but
I
I'll
just
probably
read
be
what
dumping between 100 and 150 gigs of like footage. You know.
I just read what Dre said. Yeah, good on you, mate. You mongrel.
Hey, Drake must have heard that you were wearing this hat, Rodney.
Must have, yeah.
Bloody hell.
Yeah. I want to say good morning to Recovery One Drone. Good morning. And I picked my butt. Good morning.
I picked my butt?
Yeah, that's what he says.
Wowee, dude. You're worried about Stud Muffin? Come on.
I'm not worried about Stud Muffin. If I was worried about Stud Muffin, I wouldn't have put it up there.
Hey, Matt, I think you should have. I think you should have T-shirts made up. Stud Muffin T-shirt.
Stud Muffin T-shirt. Well, I'll tell you now, Ron Lockwood is the only one in the USA. He's very, very special. I mean, it depends how you look at it, but he's the only one with a Northeast Drone Productions fridge magnet.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Is that right?
Ooh.
He's the only one.
Sorry, Rodney.
Probably cost you.
Hey, I like that hat, Rodney. That's a recovery drone.
Yeah.
That's
lost
really
Matt.
nice.
We lost
That's really
Matt.
nice.
We didn't lose Matt.
That's
He
a
got
nice
mine.
drone. Is he in the chat right now?
It doesn't take long. Does it?
Yeah.
Dre? Yeah, he's in
Recovery Drone?
Recovery One Drones.
He's there. He's just not talking.
Recovery One Drone. Hey, get at me. I want one of those hats. I wear a lot of hats, so if you guys got hats, let me know. I'll purchase them. I wear a lot of hats.
What size hat you take, Mark?
I got a mouse pad from Spin Up.
Maybe Gap hats.
Matt had a thought. Make it short. Oh, good on you. Bloody hell.
If anybody has any goods in the house, Captain Ray needs one for his early bed specials at Texas Roadhouse. So, baby bed. You know.
Oh, have a look what Justin wrote.
I know. Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, that's Arch guy.
Dude.
Good morning.
Hey, Michael Wright's
Hey,
in the house.
Michael Wright, the
Michael
proud
Wright.
owner of a Mavic 3.
Justin, I could imagine if you grabbed the fridge handle, you wouldn't be able to let it go. All right, so we'll go with that.
Hey, I want to say, Rodney, if we keep this stream going all day, you'll have everybody from Spin Up in here at least once.
I know.
Oh, Justin, you mongrel.
Nice.
Here we go. Where are we? I haven't got my phone with me. I was going to send him a message.
So, gentlemen, I have to go and get my clothes together.
Oh, here goes the live stream. Rodney,
I woke up this morning, cut my hair, and shaved up, and
we're gonna have to
and now I
shut
gotta
down
go
after
get.
Mark.
And I hate dressing up
You cleaned up
because I
your
want to
act.
feel as comfortable as I possibly can. Yeah, I had to clean up my act is right.
Dude.
But I
I've
gotta
seen
work.
you
It was
dressed
a
up.
pleasure.
You clean up all right for a Northeaster.
Yeah, that's right. I hate dressing up. Telling you that if I could wear jeans and just a t-shirt and some sneakers, I'd be
Right.
so comfortable running around,
You're at a wedding, though.
stressing out if I'm going to get this, because it's even audio. Audio just makes me go crazy.
You got to
Because,
wear a
I don't-
tux, right?
if the
You
mic's
gotta wear
not
a
right,
tux.
and
You wear a tux?
no, I just got to wear some, black maybe, just something casually, decent with a button up and whatever else. But I like to wear a hat, but it's not always appropriate.
Hey, you need to post a picture of you decked out later on Facebook.
Yeah, right.
let me tell you something, Mark. I do watch your not all of them, but I do watch your live shows when you go on Facebook. All cool, man. I like that stuff, and you get into it. You love it. You absolutely love it.
I love the music.
And look, I'm a musician myself, and I like the fact that and you know what, and I've always said that being a musician, you've got some sort of creativity in anywhere, and that follows on with everything you do, you know, and it shows with what you do too. You know, it's there's a bit of a difference when you want to create something rather than just put something out.
Yeah.
Oh, look,
there's a lot that goes into it, and you want, that creative side is important when, in this technology. That is if you're not just going out there and flying for fun, and that's the passionate side. And so you want to keep that also, because, like for me, it's work, and the passion side is me going out and shooting wildlife and be able to photograph wildlife, and that's what keeps me, because this job could get very stressful no matter what. Because
Mark,
if you don't get the shot, you can't go back and tell them to kiss again, or like, you know what I mean, like, or tell the person who's marrying them, to the officiator, to say that again,
Well,
and you gotta hope that that you captured all that on audio and not just video.
Exactly.
So,
you being an entertainer puts a nice mix into all your stuff. That's for sure.
That's right. So, that's right. And you've got a standard for yourself. If you're not happy with it, and you know what, I'm the same when I'm editing. If I've got the music going and all that sort of shit, and sometimes, look, you know what, I've had a couple of these bloody things. Anyway, I'll tell you now, right? Sometimes when I'm editing and I've got this music in my head and I've got things going through, I get a little bit emotional. I get a little bit emotional sometimes when I'm editing, And if I feel that, I feel it's right, and that's what I'll put out, Whether anyone else feels that or not,
right?
I'm trying to picture you getting emotional about your videos. So all I can see is you.
I'll tell you how emotional I get. I hate this one. This one sucks.
Hey, that music stream you had on, Matt, was very, very cool. Yes, yesterday or the day before, that music stream, you were doing afternoon music or something.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
that was cool.
I'm gonna leave with this. I on my channel, a couple of days ago, I posted some footage from the Mavic 3. I'm totally not there yet with the Mavic 3, and just trying to get deep into that camera, but it is shot in D-Log and it is color graded, and it like Matt's saying, it takes a little while even to find the music, because you gotta put that music and create it to the footage you got, and kind of like think it all out, and get emotional and get really the feeling for what you're doing and how you want to speak to your audience. So it's less than a minute long. If you guys wanted to pull that up, and
that was a good one. That was a good
one. Nighttime shots, daytime shots,
right now,
different angles and whatever. If you guys wanted to pull that up, I'm going to take off, and you guys can watch it or whatever.
Before you go,
but I'm going to take off.
Before you go, Recovery One Drones put his link to his Facebook page, where he's got the information to buy a hat on his Facebook page.
Okay.
It's in the chat if you want to get it.
$10.99, I think.
Okay, I'll definitely look at.
I'm just kidding.
Recovery Drones, I think I might be friends with him. What's his real name?
Dre
Crawford.
Dre. Also, if you could find me on Facebook, Mark Fisher. If you could probably send that to my messenger, maybe even send me a friend request. I think he has a friend, Recovery Drones, because maybe I could work through you as far as the recovery of FPV drones.
He's one of the best pilots in California, Dre.
Yeah. Oh, California.
Yeah.
I'm with it. I love Cali. Man. I'm going back to Cali. To Cali.
Hey, blind.
Yeah. So hey, if you guys put the video up, enjoy it. But you know what? Other than that, have a wonderful, blessed day. Matt, so great to talk to you. Captain Ray, I'll see you soon. Brad, I can't wait to see you. And Rodney, I want to go back to that restaurant again.
Yes,
absolutely.
Yes. Next time you get down this way, man, we'll go there.
I'll have to come up your way. Make sure y'all let me know.
Oh, please do.
Yeah,
please do.
Yeah.
Sweet deal.
You guys,
good on
take
you,
it
Mark.
easy.
All right. Have a good one, Mark.
Mark. Good to
Have
see
a good
you,
one, brother.
Yeah.
See you Tuesday.
Well,
he's
guys,
a good bloke,
I
isn't
am.
he?
I told you he was going to shut the stream down when Mark left.
Yeah, yep,
Well,
yep,
None of us are worth it. Huh?
yep.
oh, come on, guys. We've been doing this for 2 hours and
How long-
34 minutes now.
Are
I
you
got
serious?
things
It's
to
been that
do.
long? Oh my god!
It has
That's
been
no
that long.
record.
I've been here. I've
That's
been here
no record.
since minute one.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. Brad, you were the first one to join in.
Yep, that's been fun.
Rodney,
Yeah.
you've got to
Great,
go with
great.
the flow, mate. And if it's flowing, you just keep going.
Well,
That's-
we'll just keep right on going.
That
then.
reminds me, I have to go to the bathroom.
Oh jeez.
Well, there you go. So now we got to end. Brad has to go to the bathroom.
See, you know what? A veteran
Time
of
to shut
live
it down.
shows-
Shut it down.
A veteran of live shows knows to put a bucket under the desk.
Yeah, excuse me, I'll be right back.
Why do you think I?
Oh, wait a minute, I should have did this.
Zip.
Oh, y'all are crazy.
I would have shut it down the minute Matt came on. See,
All right.
I'm not sure
That's
whether
funny.
Justin's going to get an email for next week or not. I'm not sure. I'll think about that during the week.
Ed said there's 19 still watching. I show 17, but hey,
Yep, I show 18, but whatever.
Oh, well, do you rely on that? If it gets to 15, there, Rodney, do you just go, well, that's just no good, and just shut it down?
no, I don't do that.
That's not good enough.
Well, I just want to hear why you want to shut it down so early, mate.
Because we've been at it for 2.5 hours,
That's not bad.
over 2.5 hours, and I've
you
I've
bored?
got things to do. I know, lousy excuse, but
Well, if y'all insist
Rodney,
now.
did you do a sunrise flight today?
I did.
All right, I'll watch it on the replay. Yep.
Not that matters. Really. Oh, okay, boys. Well, I'll go then. If you're going to go, Rodney, I'm going to go.
We can stay a few minutes longer. I'm not.
Oh,
that
there we
big of a
go.
hurry.
Peer
Minutes.
pressure. Peer pressure.
Hey,
Minutes.
Gary just
But
came in.
you
Brent
got-
Ariels.
You got to let me do something.
This will be good.
I want to share.
Picture of you with your Daisy Dukes on.
No, I want to
Brett.
share.
Hey, Rodney, can I plug Adrian's stream tonight?
Oh no.
Well, I know you don't like that guy, but can I plug it?
It's a bit hit and miss there,
Too late.
Ray.
Too late. We're live, Ray.
You're live, Ray. You already plugged him. But
Just
I didn't say what time.
Just between
Who's
us.
going to be on there?
Yeah, just between us.
Ray. Just between us, brother.
All right, we
Don't-
won't tell anybody. Shh.
Yeah,
9
just
o'clock tonight. Adrian Mateo Drone.
Hey, I will say I had a good time. He invited me on I guess it was 2 weeks ago, right? But it was before Spin Up. And I was on his show for the first time and I enjoyed it. He got a lot of thumbs down that night. So I don't know. I'm feeling kind of like that might have been my fault.
It was.
There's a new troll going around doing that.
I know.
Hey,
He
No,
got
no.
13 of them, I think.
No,
Hey, guys.
no, Ray, there's no troll, mate. It is Brad.
I'll take that.
I'm
gone blurry.
I want to share a video of me flying acro mode.
Oh, cool.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't
I
know
watched
you
some of
did
that yesterday, Rodney. You're doing good.
So this is
Mark Fisher gets insulted if you don't show his videos, by the way.
That's true.
Hey, give me a second. I'm just going to nick out for a second.
Uh-oh, he's got to pee.
No, he's looking down.
all right. Here goes. This is me flying FPV mode or acro mode.
You did good, Rodney. Oh, in all seriousness, you're doing really good.
I think
And the music, I like the music you added to that.
Well, as I was looking through this, it dawned on me that I'm flying that like I was drunk. Hey, good morning, Ron.
Well, I mean, you're still
what
learning
kind-
that.
What kind of drone is it, Rodney?
It's the Tiny Hawk S.
Okay.
You'll be doing the freestyle later, right? Once you get that one.
Hey, Ron, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, Ron's in the house.
Ron, I sent you a link. I don't know if you got it, but of course, Matt's not even watching.
Yeah, he's peeing, I think.
Be Matt.
This is a nice flight, Rodney.
It's a start. I had about 3 flights. Well, actually, there were 5 flights that I actually flew longer than 30 milliseconds. And 2 of them I forgot to hit the record on. But this was the best one of the day.
Yeah, I like this soundtrack. I like it.
Hey, Ron, I'm going to put the link in the chat.
Hey, I'm sending it to him, Rodney, through
Oh, are
Messenger.
you? Okay.
Yep. I think. Let's see if that works. I think that'll work. Ron,
Oh,
see
okay.
Ron, if you're coming in, see if that link works that I just sent you a messenger.
Thank you, Ed. And yeah, I did try to add some yaw and roll, but I'd forget every now and then. So,
Hey, Ed, I hope you're feeling all better. Are you all better? Tell us in the chat.
Who's that?
Yeah,
Ed, love my drone.
Oh, yeah.
Nice flight, Rodney. I wish I could fly like that.
Man, no kidding.
Family Guyver says, give us an inverted yaw flip. Hell, I'm just trying to keep it straight. On one of the flights, I did accidentally do a flip.
Accidentally on purpose or not on purpose?
Not on purpose. It was all purely accidental.
Rodney,
Morning, Ron.
There he is.
Hey, Ron. How you doing, buddy?
I want to share your pictures. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Right after this is done.
Yeah, I need to get I got the Tiny Hawk 2 that I bought a year ago. I told the story a couple of times. I bought it, the Ready to Fly kit, when I was in Dillon, Colorado. And when I got home, it was delivered like a day or 2 later. But I put batteries in that thing after I charged them right here in the living room and lifted it up, scared the cats, and then I put it back in the box and I haven't flown it since. I need to get it out.
Did you like that landing?
Yeah, great landing.
Strong work, Ron.
That was good, though. You're really doing good. Ron, are you working?
No, I'm on my way home unexpectedly. I had some mechanical issues this morning, and I'm like, it's better safe to start heading home. I was going to go to a different spot this morning where there's a lot more moose, and I'm like, just play it safe and go home.
Mechanical trouble with your truck?
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I thought it almost seemed like the transmission was slipping. I'm like, this is not good. And then, I don't know, after a while, it stopped doing it and then started doing it again. And then I stopped at a auto parts store where they do the code reader. And it's telling me I got a cylinder 6 misfire.
Oh
no!
That doesn't sound good.
Well, it could be one of several things. It could be a fuel filter, plug wire, plug, coil.
Yeah,
but at least it's not the transmission.
Yeah, I had that problem once, and it was the ignition coil.
What kind of truck and what year? How many miles?
2014 Ford F-150, and I've got 150 on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I ran into Bullwinkle and his friends yesterday morning.
Oh, that's a nice shot.
That's a nice shot.
Hey, Ron, considering it's only a 4-cylinder, a miss on the 6 is terrible.
Yeah.
I had the same problem.
I just hope it's something minor, you know.
I had the same problem, Ron, with my F-150.
Yeah, they're
Say again, Rodney.
Ron, are these moose too?
Yeah, I just kind of put that in there just to show people how they hide. You got to know where to go and how to look for them. They like that real tall scrub brush, and they're really hard to spot sometimes.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, there's other times. I saw the one bull, and he went down into the brush. Then I lost sight of him. Then I started looking around. I'm like, holy crap, there's 5 more. There were 2 other bulls in there.
Wow.
And I said, once they spotted me, they're like, hey, see ya, we're gone. And then I found 1, 2, like 3 or 4 other females, but I didn't want a picture of them. I wanted a big bull.
Rockies.
So,
you had to wait for the next Had to wait for the next episode of National Geographic to get your next lot of footage, mate.
Yeah.
Good on you, Ron. You're getting out there and having a bit of a look around. Now, Ron, I was speaking to Ron the other morning. It was pitch bloody black, and I said to him, "Why do we do this to ourselves? Because you know what? That's when you get your best stuff. You get all the animals you want, you get all the colors you want, and all that sort of stuff. Nice dynamics in your shots and all that sort of stuff, you know. But when the alarm goes off and you go, oh, here we go again. It's like, it's not until you get out there you go, well, that was worth it.
Yeah.
You know? Oh yeah. At
really
6:45 yesterday morning, I'm like, yep, this is worth it. Yep,
yeah.
My day.
Yeah.
Well, Ron, you were what, 3 or 4 hours from home, right?
No, it was only an hour and a half to get there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. The bummer was I got up at 4 o'clock this morning, all excited and like, oh man, I can't wait. You know, I'm going to go up to this other spot, and didn't get 10 minutes on the road and the truck started acting up. And I'm like, oh no. And the further I went, the more it did it. And I'm like, all right, use your head, be safe, turn around and go back.
Turn around. Yeah.
Yep. Because I didn't need a giant towing bill as well, you know.
You didn't want to have to put another scarf down, Ron, to get yourself out, did you?
I did not. I actually went there yesterday. Here's the funny thing, Matt.
Did you find it?
Listen to this. No. And I looked for that and a sweatshirt. Could not find it.
And
I go down to the same spot, and even though there was only like an inch of snow down there, but that one little hill was all hard packed and it was all ice. I got my truck stuck yesterday. I'm like, I can't believe this has happened twice in a row.
Oh, no.
And they're like, there's no way I can get back up this hill. So what I did was, I'm like, I kind of rode the edge, tried to get out of the ice, but I was kind of riding almost in the gully, and I got 100 yards past it, and everything was fine. And I'm like, well, this road's got to come out somewhere. Oh my gosh, I am going to go back. Wait till you see my drone footage. I went down to the end of this road. It was 5-7 miles long, but man, the rock formations was like nothing I've ever seen. It was incredible.
Cool, dude.
Cool, nice.
You kind of
so I'm kind of glad I got stuck.
You kind of suck, Ron, because I was supposed to be over there last year, and you would have taken me all of those little places.
Oh, dude. Yeah,
mate. I was really, really upset that I couldn't get over there last year because we would have done Sturgis and all that other good stuff.
Matt, do you ride motorcycles too?
Only on the back. Oh, look, I used to have a bike, right? But
he rides, bitch.
Okay.
Yeah. Otherwise, and no one can read the back of Ron's shirt there.
No, there'll be no nut to butt. Nope.
No.
How tight do you hold, Matt?
No. Well, put it this way: there's finger marks in his stomach. So yeah.
I think sometimes they call that reach arounds, right? No, I don't.
Yeah.
Okay. We're getting a little wild here.
Sorry, Rodney.
What do you expect, Rodney?
Yeah, I let Ron and Matt on at the same time.
Hey,
He's
Rodney.
I'll kick myself off. Hold on.
You want some melon, Rodney?
Sure.
Oh, there we go.
What happened? No one likes melon?
He's jealous.
Yeah, no, here we go. Ray's back.
Well, Matt, he every time Ray comes on, he starts eating.
He does.
Is that
every
not proper
time?
live stream etiquette? No good.
Wow, have a look at that.
Anyway, hey Ron, you guess what I got back last night?
What's that?
My old truck.
Oh.
Did you?
Yeah, I paid to have the motor replaced, and it's running good now.
Oh, wow, you got a new motor.
Yeah, I got a new motor. Well, yeah, it's a rebuilt motor, but I've got like a 3-year warranty on it.
Oh.
And so now my old truck is running again, and of course I'm not giving up my new truck.
No, don't do that.
What is your old truck, Rodney? What is it?
It's a Ford F-150. It's
What year?
2006. Was it Lariat?
Mm-hmm. That's why I used to have one of those. The same year.
That new one put you in hospital, Rodney, when you saw that bloody bill.
Oh.
Yeah.
Actually, it was those hot dogs from Harry's Famous Hot Dogs.
Yeah.
I knew that was coming. Coming.
Yeah, we'll blame Ron for that one. That's for sure.
Of course, when I went to Tulsa last week, I can't go to Tulsa and not go to Coney Islander, which is basically the same kind of hot dogs I had in Pennsylvania. And I took a picture of them and sent them to Ron.
Oh, where were you, Rodney? Was it with Mark Fisher a month or two ago up north?
Well,
where were you?
They had lunch.
We were in Dahlgren, just outside the base where I work.
Yeah.
There's a restaurant there called Roma's.
And you were sitting there eating those onion rings. I'm like, there we go, busted. I'm off the hook.
No,
Ron.
I'll let you know when you're off the hook, Ron.
Yeah, no, it's all your fault, and it
Hey,
will
so-
be.
Hey, so the next event we have coming up is in February, right? The next get together.
Up in Pennsylvania.
Yep.
Excuse me, guys.
Hey.
I'll be right back.
Are any of you guys going to Florida in April?
Yes.
I'll be there.
Ray will be there.
I know you'll be there.
We're trying. Hey, we did a GoFundMe for Matt, so he's going to try to be there.
I will. Unfortunately, yeah. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna fly right over Ron's place and go sucker, and keep on going.
I am going to try and be at the Florida meetup. I can't commit just yet, but I'm.
Hey, Rodney, I got you marked down. I got to change it now.
No, don't change it. I'll be there.
Look, he's going to change it.
I got you marked down.
He's
right
got
here.
you in pen.
You're right
He's
here.
got you in pen, Rodney.
Like
He's going to have to mark you out.
You're in
Like
pen.
the biggest hassle out.
What
Like
do you
it's
do?
the
I want to
biggest
be
thing.
there, but you know, if I wait to the last minute to decide to be there, then I won't get a T-shirt.
Well, that all depends if
I'm up to
Trey's
36 names right now. 36 names.
Well, we'll keep my name on there.
All right. Okay.
Hey,
so
Ron,
Ray,
are you going
Ray,
there,
I'm-
Ron?
I'm reconsidering. I didn't think maybe I could afford it, but because
All right, good.
I'm doing the Alaska trip in August.
Good. I'm glad. I'm very glad. I really want you to come because we're gonna have a great fishing trip on Monday too.
Oh my God, I know. Oh,
Better than the one we did last year.
okay.
They're going to catch fish this year.
Yeah.
Hey, so Matt, did you watch the spin up on Saturday?
No, I didn't. Look, I caught up on a couple of people's little. Look, I didn't watch a whole lot of them. There's so there's so many of them. But I did have a look and see what was going on and all that. So look, it's so far away, and it kind of shits me because I've got really, as I've said in the past too, I've really got nothing to do with the drone community here in Australia.
Really?
Absolutely. Because, sorry.
I mean, I'm surprised at that. You're one of the best pilots in Australia.
Yeah, well, keep going, Ray. Keep going.
Ray, his head's already big enough. Please don't.
No, I don't want to. And I'm not just saying it because you're in the stream, Matt. Your videos are amazing. Your editing, I enjoy watching it. The other thing is you keep them short. You're not like me. I make 10-minute videos, 8 to 10 minutes usually. Yours are short, and I love them.
You get the best bits.
I will give you that, Matt. You do a great job in editing.
Thank you.
Oh, thanks, man. I appreciate that you like it, to be honest, because it's good fun for me to do. That doesn't play well with others.
Dre.
We know that to be true.
He's being honest.
Actually, I've known that ever since he first came onto my live stream.
That's right. I gotta go, Rodney. I'll take over, mate. I'll do my own show on your channel. That's right. Yes. But I couldn't put him in the green room, which sucks. But I've got nothing to do really with the Australian drone community. I know a couple of people and all that sort of stuff, and they're really cool. But the Australian drone community, unfortunately, is full of Karens, and I've just got no time for that shit.
Right.
It just so. Oh look, I'd be in jail if I'd met any of them.
Okay. Yep.
Now,
how far away are you from Tim Jackson and Ari? How far, and Peter? Hours or how?
Peter Carroll's like a 2-day drive.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, he's down in Melbourne, and I'm up in Brisbane. That's like nearly 2,000 k's. 2,000 k's. What's that in miles? 1,400, maybe something like that.
Wow.
And Ari lives around about half an hour, 20 minutes, half hour from my place, which is good.
He's close.
Yeah. And Tim Jackson lives around about just over 2 hours from my place.
Okay.
So when we had our little meetup at the dam we did earlier in the year, which was bloody great to see everyone, and we all had our drones in the air all the time, and always it really surprised me because when I go flying, I might have seen over the years that I've been flying maybe 2 or 3 other drones in the air at the same time. Very rarely do I ever come across anyone flying anything. And it was funny that day because we all sat there, we all took our drones off and we all picked an altitude, right? So there was like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or 7 drones in the air at the same time.
Yeah.
Now, where we were flying, it was the best thing to see when you look up. It was like looking at over Heathrow Airport. There was drones going everywhere.
Yeah, that's
but
cool.
We're all at our set altitudes, and if we were going to change altitude,
right, communication.
We'd have to, because we're all standing together. We'd have to say, okay, where are you? I want to change my altitude to whatever. So that's the best way to do it because law of averages. It doesn't matter how many cubic feet of clean air we have. Someone will hit someone. And we can't be at the same altitudes.
Well, we backed our drones into the group shot. We lined up 7 of them in a row, and everybody was careful, but I was nervous to be honest with you. I'm saying somebody can wipe us all out.
It doesn't take much. But the main thing out of all of that is when you get your footage. Did you tap to focus before you recorded?
Oh, jeez.
Automatic.
He ain't gonna let me live that one down. On that note, guys, I'm gonna lose you here in about a minute.
Yeah, right. I'm sure you are.
I will. Yep. Yeah, I'm almost. I'm heading up to the ranch.
You going hunt?
No. Gonna go up and.
There we go. Beautiful.
Kind of get the details for Monday.
There they go. Yeah, nice.
There's
nice.
the 7 that were up.
I don't know if you can see that, but there's 7 drones in the air right now.
Let me ask you something. Do you think DJI are making any money?
Jeez.
I don't think
Absolutely.
so. I don't think they're making much.
No. Have a look at that bloody lineup, will you?
Yeah, hey, listen, guys, I'm being called for breakfast. I'm going to have to go.
Oh,
All
well,
right,
hey,
Ray.
Ray,
You have a
don't-
good one, brother.
But listen, have a good day, everybody. Fly
Have a good
safe,
day,
fly
Ray.
for fun. All right.
See you,
well,
Ray.
Ray,
Seeing you,
Bye-bye.
Ray.
don't
Have a good
forget,
one, Ray.
mate. Yeah, all got that.
So-
He's gone.
Well, guys, it's been 3
Oh,
hours,
pizza.
and Matt, don't you be a Karen. I have got.
I won't
to
be a
end this
Karen,
one.
mate. Congratulations on your 3-hour live stream, Rodney. Good on you, mate.
Thank you.
Hey, Matt, if you can make it over here, what size shirt do you wear? X or double X?
Extra muscly.
Hey, I ended up, if you come to South Florida Drone Meetup, I will give you personally I have 2 of them actually, so I can't say it's my personal one, but I got an extra spin up long sleeve shirt, double X, and I'll give it to you.
Really? Oh,
Yep.
good on you, mate. Good on you.
If you
Bloody
make it, I'll
hell.
give it to you. So that's a little incentive for you to come.
That is incentive. Let's see how the GoFundMe goes, shall we?
And if,
Yeah, yeah.
Matt, if you do come, I'll give you a Rodney Bell shirt and a Rodney Bell cup.
Ooh, that's even better.
I'll give you a ride on my 4-wheeler.
Oh, wait a minute. He's already got a Rodney Bell shirt.
Yeah, but the one you give me though, Rodney, won't have dust on it, so that'll be good.
Yeah.
Hey, and then also, Matt, I'll get you one of these.
You know, Matt, you got to clean the shirt once in a while.
Matt,
do,
I'll
mate.
give you a ride on the 4-wheeler. We'll get some dust on that shirt.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah, brother. I'll bring. As I said it earlier in the live stream, though, Rodney, you're the only one in the US of A that has a Northeast Drone Productions fridge magnet.
Yeah, and ask him what happened to him.
Hey, so Dan.
Oh.
Oh,
No,
go
it's
ahead,
on
man.
my fridge. I just can't find my Rodney Bell hat, though.
Oh,
That's going to bother me. I may dig for that today. It's in a box somewhere. I just can't find it. It's driving me nuts.
Hey,
Dude.
Matt. Dan said, and if you come over, he'll let you be in his presence.
Dan, who's that? Who's that?
He said,
Dan?
I fix shit.
I fix.
It's Dan.
That's a great name. I love that.
Oh, there's Peter Carroll in the house. How you doing, Peter?
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter. How are
You
you,
know,
mate?
I think Peter has actually been in here since we started, which means he's up awful late.
Yeah, I didn't see. Well, we're going to do an all-day show, right, Rodney? So he can come in and out a couple of times.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I think this weekend was the Judge Judy Marathon. That's probably why he's up late or something.
That explains why he's still up.
Just press pause for a little bit, just a bit of a break. It gets all too much for Peter after too many Judge Judies. Gets a little bit antsy, the old Pete, don't you, buddy?
Oh.
3 minutes, 3 hours, 2 minutes, Rodney.
Yeah.
3 hours, 2 minutes, guys.
It's
I
been
do
a
appreciate you
good
coming
show.
in, Matt, Ron, Brad.
All righty.
Well, Rodney, let me tell you something, mate. I'm going to send you a donut cushion for these live streams if you want to keep going this long. I mean,
I will need one. I don't know that I'm going to be able to get up now. I may have to call a wrecker to get me up out of my chair.
Well, if you can't get up, mate, you might as well stay live.
So my next order of business is go clean my Ford Escape up. It's got 3,300 miles of brake dust on my wheels, and I can't stand it. So I'm going out to wash them. That's what I'm doing next.
You do that. Well, I'm actually going to go to bed, so that's a good thing. I'm going to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah.
But hey, nice chatting away again, and nice
Yep.
to see some people there and Mark and all that sort of stuff. And thanks, Rodney, for the invite. Always a pleasure.
Well, it's always a pleasure to have you, Matt. It really is. And
Stud up and you
Absolutely.
take care, brother.
Hey, Ron, is he frozen?
Uh-oh, he's frozen. Or he's sitting really still.
Ah,
I
that
think he's
sucks.
frozen.
He
He may have dropped off too.
I was going to give him the Ron Lockwood salute. All right, fellas. Hey, take care.
Yeah.
Thanks again, eh? And
Matt,
I'll see
have a
you
good one,
soon.
brother.
Good on you.
Shall do.
See you.
See you.
Yep, I'm gonna drop Rodney. I know you want to go, and it's been a good stream though.
It has been a good stream, and believe me, if I didn't have other things I need to get done, like You know, I showed you this controller before we go. I bought this controller, and now I got to go find batteries for it. So,
yeah, they're not something you can just walk into any store and buy either.
no, there's a couple of those vape shots.
Yeah, yeah.
Shops.
They'll have them.
Might have them. So
they might.
I'm going to call them first to make sure. So
if there's a battery specific store as well, we have a couple in Richmond that just sell batteries for everything, so they might have them as well. But I think the vape shop is going to be your best bet.
Yeah, that's what people have been suggesting to me. I don't want to have to drive all the way to Batteries R Us in Fredericksburg.
No,
Batteries
don't do
Plus,
that.
I guess is the name.
You probably got a couple of vape shops up there in Colonial Beach, right?
Yeah. So
they're everywhere.
All right, Brad.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome.
Good to see everybody. Everybody in the chat. Thanks for stopping by. Good to see everybody.
Hey, we're going to have to try and plan a meetup in Richmond there.
Absolutely.
You guys can come up here.
Yeah, maybe Al and I can take a ride up your way.
Yep, that'd be fun. Hey, the Grumpy Vlogger's in the house. I may have to stay now.
Come right when we're shutting down. Good to see you.
Yeah. Sorry, Lloyd. I know you sleep late, and that's okay. But glad you could join into the chat anyway. So anyway, folks, I do need to get going. So Brad,
y'all, I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish it up as a sole survivor. See y'all later.
Okay. All right, everybody in the chat. First off, I want to thank all the guys that were on the panel: Matt, Brad, Ron, Tej. Help me out, guys. Mark. I want to thank everybody that's been on here. I do appreciate it. They're not quite 1860 batteries. They're 18500 batteries. Okay. Yeah, everything I've seen for this controller, Dan, is said 18500. So I don't know. I'm gonna take it with me and make sure they're gonna fit and stuff before I actually purchase them anyway. So anyway, guys, y'all take care. Don't forget tomorrow morning, Sunday sunrise, starting with Drone Bum in Long Island, New York, coming to me, weather permitting, in Virginia, then on to Georgia with Dennis Lovelady, and then over to Arkansas with Fly Natural. Hopefully he'll be able to fly, and then on to the House of Hope. In Texas. So anyway, Dan, if you could give me a call after I end this, I'd appreciate it. Corey Man, good morning. I'm sorry, but we're just shutting down. Hope you all have a great day. Love you all. Bye now.